boys, Caicedo. Oh, we boys, Caicedo. Oh, we boys, Caicedo. Oh, we boys, Caicedo. Oh, we boys, Caicedo. Ati duro, 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 duro. Ati wona, yeah. Ati duro, 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 yeah. Ati wona, yeah. Oh, we boys, Caicedo. Oh, we boys, Caicedo. Oh, we boys, Caicedo. Oh, we boys, Caicedo. We don't wait for a year, we go news tired. Fabrizio is your Roman, no waiting there. Oh, what just say fans are saying. He was Caicedo. Oh, we boys, Caicedo. Oh, we boys, Caicedo. Oh, we boys, Caicedo. Oh, we boys, Caicedo.
Let's fucking go, people. I swear down, this is the maddest window. This is the maddest transfer saga I've ever seen in my fucking life. This is ridiculous. Jordan, we have gone way past this point. Not even going to lie to you, my guy. Big up to you. Big up to everybody that's locked in. We have gone way past the point of clipping. Everybody's getting clipped up. Win or lose. Whatever side loses out is peak. So I don't give a shit, man. I thought this deal was done. It's not even done. It's not even done yet. What the fuck? Liverpool just came in and tried to pump fake for no reason, and they still didn't even want to reach the wages that we were on. You stingy, broke bastards, wasting our time, stressing us out for fucking what? For fucking what? You man aren't even offering the same wages. Fucking dead, man. I swear, ridiculous. Oh, Liverpool are doing brilliant business and all of this. If you're going to come in and hijack a player, you hijack them immediately. You don't waste time. You don't leave any ifs or buts or maybes. You get the deal done. And what? You come in and you don't offer the right amount of wages. Shit. That shit movement. I will say, Fabrizio, fair play to you, because I did question how quick you are with transfer news. He's the one who said from the start last night, it's not all completely over yet. Everything sounded over, but the reason why he didn't drop the here we go was because it was 99.9% completed. And fair enough. Like, Liverpool are usually quick, but when they take ages, you already know they aren't getting the fucking player. These lot couldn't pull a paraplegic in a tug of war. Lavia, miss. Caicedo, miss. Enzo, miss. Colwell, miss. And I say Lavia as a miss because imagine being Lavia and seeing this. You have spent ages. Bellingham, another miss. Another miss. Imagine being locked in with transfer negotiations with these guys for months, and then they go and drop 110 million on somebody else. I'd feel like a dickhead. I'd feel like the side man. I'd feel like the side bitch. So you don't want to go back to Lavia after this. You better be offering some fat wages. But they didn't want to offer Caicedo that amount because of their wage structure. They're not going to end up with either. And if we play our cards right, we could still end up with both. And that to me is insane. I officially don't care about the price tag anymore. I couldn't give a fuck. Like, if you're still involved, you're clearly looking to pay above the 100, 110. Thank the Lord Liverpool aren't serious. Thank the Lord Liverpool aren't serious, because that's the only thing that saved us in this. Liverpool's own stupidity. Now you have to drop the money. We can't be waiting any longer on this shit. Just drop the money, get this deal done, because I don't think the fans can take any more of this either. I don't think the fans can take any more of this at all. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy. Man said hypocrisy at its best. Please let us know the hypocrisy. Shut up, he don't even care about you. He wants London and the money. Well, wouldn't he be sitting there waiting for Arsenal or something? Why would he come to 12th place Chelsea if it was only for London and money? There is some clear investment in the project. There's a clear belief in where he's going to play. That's why personal terms were agreed so early in May. Like, let's call it what it is. Donald, thank the Lord. Thank the Lord, because I can't lie. Everything from last night looked like Chelsea had fucked it. Verbal bid agreed, medical booked. Chelsea missed the deadline. Chelsea might be beating the Ornstein bomber. Figure that one out. That is fucking insane. That is fucking insane, man. Usually when Ornstein says something, it's done. It's not even done. Big up to my guys. The lottery is still in effect. Big up to Adam saying, Hussam, you're rattled. Caicedo's from Ecuador and he's 21. He grew up watching Chelsea win trophies. Do you think he cares about Ian Rush and your legends? That's why when they were talking about winning trophies, I talked about Chelsea winning more since 2000. Because, I get it, Liverpool have more of a history than us, but we've done more recently. Big up Bubswell saying, how long going to take to put in a bid, though? Should be today. Should be today. I doubt we're going to leave this any longer than today. Big up M29 saying, I told you yesterday we'll beat them in personal terms. Fair play to everyone who kept a cool head. I won't lie. I usually keep a cool head. Yesterday was very testing. But we might be making it out of the hood. And that is crazy if so. Who else? Big up to Cameron. Big up my guys saying, turns out the Americans aren't coming back. Also, if Chelsea want to be petty, let's put in a bid at midnight. But from the news, it's going to happen. I think there'll be a bid later today, personally. Big up Gaming Syndicate says, I like it all. Here we go. Enzo and Caicedo. Big up, my G. Big up. Daniel says, when Igbali and Bowley get involved, it's peak. Bowley haters, Igbali haters are hiding, but this is a learning curve. Remember everyone saying yesterday Johnny was correct in everything. Johnny, at the most, would have had one thing to go at with Bowley and Igbali. It doesn't justify everything he was saying before the fact. Big up to Dinishan saying this saga should be in the WWE. Exactly. I thought the Bloodline storyline was long. This shit is draining me. Bowley has RKO'd Klopp. Hold that. El Debonair says get Kudus and Lavia now just to take the piss. Yes. They still haven't agreed personal terms with him, by the way. Big up to Cenac saying the way Brighton didn't give us a chance to respond seems like a setup on Brighton's part. Now Adam's going to Brighton and we still pay 100 million. I saw some alleged tweets saying that the reason why we haven't bid any higher is because of FFP. But we could still sell players. I'm sure Brighton would be interested in some Chelsea players if it ever did get to that point. Fabrizio hasn't reported that or anybody big. It's literally just random accounts off Twitter. But if we could get, what was his name? We could offer them a Gallagher. We could offer them a Brozier, Chalobah, Humphreys. Don't chat to me about Levi Colwill. He's just re-signed the contract. That shit ain't happening. There's plenty of Deadwood. Plenty of youth for them to enjoy. I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, send them Leslie for a year. Or two. If you want, try and hijack the whole fucking, what's it called? Caicedo to Leicester deal. If you want to go and do that. If it's even true. Because that could just be a load of bollocks. Big up to Luke Tucker saying, new chant. I like it. Here we go. Enzo and Caicedo. They need to be playing that in the Caicedo announcement video. It has to be that tune. Get that guy all the way to the bridge. I don't know where he's based. Looks somewhere in Africa. Get him a flight to the bridge and get him ready for the announcement video. Big up to Iman saying, big up Lewis. Haven't been here since that depressing time a couple months ago. Which one? That was a lot. Bring in Caicedo and Lavia and get the season started. Yes, and don't forget Kudus. Don't forget our striker too. Still need a striker. I do want to play this though. Big up to Kaz for clipping all of this up. Because in hindsight, this shit is beautiful, man. Just say nothing and enjoy.
Caicedo. We're gonna six. Never doubt my owners. FSG to the day I die. FSG to the day I die.
I used to pray for times like this, a midfield rebuild, and I looked at Caicedo, thought he was getting Chelsea, and I looked around and I had Jones on the left, and then I started panicking, no Lavia on deck. I pulled up on the rope. Listen. Let me not get into it. People. Oh, hold on.
You deserve this moment.
Do you know? Do you see? All right, listen. You see me right now?
Life like this sure is sweet, huh?
It definitely is.
You know that rich man law.
Bro, wait. Brighton,
We're gonna win the league. We're gonna win the league.
Had a midnight deadline.
You put like the video, man. What's
Liverpool went.
I fucking need this moment. Yeah? They crucified me. They crucified me. Yeah? They called us broke boys. Let me hold it down. Let me hold it down. I little dude from across the street. Let me hold it down. They called me broke. They said we were done. They said there was no DM. Well, guess what? Lavia was our second choice. Lavia was our second choice. He was our second choice. They called me deluded. They bullied me on never a foul. They tried to take me for a dickhead. Now they're fucking broke boys. Now who's broke now? Record breaking price. I don't want to hear it from fucking no one. I don't want to hear it from no one. Yeah.
I got told that I can confirm that the deal with the club is agreed.
Well, so much for that.
Caicedo.
So much for that. Then that's a real shame. One second, people. Need to make sure my laptop don't die on you guys. Laptop nearly moved like Liverpool. Can't be arsed. That is aging like fine wine. Fine fucking wine. You see the way we were getting cooked on the timeline last night and everything is just turned round. What a 180. What a 180. Man said this is Liverpool trying to hijack Caicedo from Chelsea. It's all mad. It's all mad. Poor guy, bruv. Poor guy. Poor fucking guy, bruv. Drinking the tears, people. Drinking the Liverpool tears. Hope you guys are all enjoying. Hope you guys are enjoying. It's been a crazy last few days. Liverpool going back to Southampton with a 45 million bid for Lavia, hoping they didn't notice all the Caicedo stuff. This is one of the other underlying factors if they don't get him. You got to go back to Lavia, knowing that you're now 2 weeks left of the window and Southampton need to find a replacement if Lavia goes. You are getting bent over by Southampton. They will charge 60 million. Lavia will ask for higher wages just for the disrespect. Just for the disrespect. What else do we have in these bookmarks? Let's all laugh at Chelsea. Spent their entire window chasing our player just to bottle it. Bookmark, see you tomorrow. Where are you? Hold that, Brighton bubble. Hold that. What else do we have? Bell Southampton again, lad. Bell Southampton again. Dickheads. Caicedo when he got a whiff of Klopp's acid breath. I remember everyone was... The one thing I wanted to see was what would happen after Klopp spoke to him. Did Klopp even get to have a conversation? Did Klopp even get to have a conversation? Can't be fucking arse, man. All this stress over nothing. All this stress over nothing. Chelsea taking Caicedo back from Liverpool. This is beautiful. Poor guy, though. And scraping everything off his hands and everything. Fucking hell, mate. That's next level hunger.
You will not enjoy it like this. Get yourself.
I licked the finger and everything. Ah. That is rough. Although that is very, very, very correct. Also, Tyler Adams' move to Chelsea has collapsed. We do need to speak about this as well. I don't know if this has anything to do with the Brighton deal. Maybe it leads into the whole FFP argument that they were trying to make against us. Maybe now we can't get Tyler Adams confirmed. So he's going to have to take the brunt of it. And if he does, it's a shame. But the game is the game. You're going to have to charge that. You're going to have to charge that. Who knows? Sit tight. You might be at Chelsea in a year's time. I don't know. To be fair, this is only one person that's reported it. Miguel Delaney tweet. Miguel Delaney tweet. What's he saying? Let me have a look. Chief football writer at The Independent. Miguel Delaney tweet. He's not tweeted anything. He's not tweeted anything. Yeah, Miguel Delaney ain't tweeted a thing. I don't know what you guys are seeing. I don't know what you guys are seeing. Big up to HN saying Homer Simpson setting for Liverpool. Caicedo. That's a good joke. That's a good joke. Big up to 2.2k in here. Ridiculous numbers. Everybody wants the Caicedo updates. Big up to everybody supporting the channel, liking, subscribing, and drinking the tears. Keep getting involved. It's an interactive stream. Big up to Ivan, the newest YouTube member. Love for the love, my guy. Appreciate the donation. Felix tweet, Pies tweet. Fucking hell. Fucking hell, man. Right, one at a time. So Felix, what's Felix tweeted? Oh, this is on Tyler Adams. Okay, cool. Chelsea are putting all resources into Caicedo and paused all other business. Chelsea are all in for Caicedo and 20 million up front for Adams directly took away resources for Caicedo. Transfers post Caicedo will be dependent on sales. Kepa and Chalobah earmarked for raising funds. Okay, so Tyler Adams to Chelsea could still happen, but allegedly we need to sell somebody first. Maybe the whole FFP thing was correct. Maybe it was correct. But it doesn't mean we don't have the money for Caicedo. It means we now don't have the money for Tyler Adams, and he needs to sit tight for a little bit. Kepa, time to leave, motherfucker. Chalobah, best of luck. Best of luck, Chalobah. Gallagher, time to leave, motherfucker. Who else? Sterling, time to leave, motherfucker. One of you lot gotta go. One of you lot gotta go. Gotta go. Right, we got a Pies tweet as well. We got a Pies tweet. Let me slap this in the bookmarks, by the way. Chelsea pull out a Tyler Adams deal. Wonder why, says Simon Johnson. He's just hinting at what Felix has basically said. He's hinting at what he already said. Man said harsh on Gallagher, bro. Until Gallagher shows me some technical ability, I'm afraid it's not harsh. I'm afraid it's not harsh. I feel like you just rate the guy like he's a good person. I agree with you. He's a good guy. Good people don't win you trophies. Good players do. Gallagher is not a good player until I see different. Big up Lil Yo-Yo saying, if you sell Kep, who's your first choice keeper? Robert Sanchez, my guy. And then you make it up from there. Give it to Betlinelli as the number 2 or some shit. I couldn't care less. But Kepa shouldn't be our first choice keeper as it already stands. Let alone if he leaves. Couldn't care less. Couldn't care less. That's what it is. Like with Gallagher, I never shy away from saying he's a good person. I don't hate him as a man. He's just not good. He's not a good player. We gotta be real. He's not good. Secret scout tweet. Secret scout tweet. Gonna have a long day. I might drop a poll. Let me know if you guys want to see a Burnley v Man City watch along, because I might do that. I've been saying I want to do more rival streams. So if you want to see Burnley City, let us know in the comments. Let us know. As we broke earlier, been told Chelsea have left the Tyler Adams deal. They are not interested in signing him as they look to secure preferred targets as ongoing twists continue. Again, another variation of what Felix said. But he's saying they're not interested, whereas Felix is saying they are interested, but Chelsea need to sell before they can buy with him. I don't mind him having to wait. I don't mind him having to wait. Okay, people want a Man City watch along. Cool. Cool, we will run that. We will run that. Just feels like Tyler Adams is collateral damage of this whole Caicedo situation. Feel for him, but what are you going to do? This is necessary. This is necessary. If we get both of you in, it's fine. It's fine. So not too fussed. I don't think there was any other transfer news other than this. It's just been all Caicedo. All Caicedo. Darmish Seth has said, understand talks are broken down over Tyler Adams' proposed move. Chelsea triggered the release clause and now he's expected to return to Leeds. It's peak for him. It is peak, but it is what it is. The game is the game. You got to charge that. Raf is trying to drop an exclusive 110 million package, including add-ons. I can't lie. I'm getting annoyed with everybody just turning into an in the know. I won't lie to you. Because I don't believe so many people have links into the club. I don't believe it. Like, literally everybody is in the know nowadays. Fabrizio tweets. Okay. 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 What are we doing? Oh. It's just Fabrizio and Tyler Adams. Okay. Damn it. I thought it was a here we go. Here we go. Tyler Adams deal off as Chelsea decision to bid again for Caicedo, as Chef called earlier. Chelsea are prepared to leave talks for Adams despite medical talks or tests already done. Documents were not signed. Currently off. So only currently off. Not too bad. Not too bad. Ben Jacobs said, understand that Caicedo has been in regular contact with multiple senior players at Chelsea. It's one of the reasons why he's been so fixed on the move. Now up to Chelsea to formally counter Liverpool's accepted offer. This is what I mean when I said Caicedo is chilling with Cucurella, Sanchez, and Levi Colwill, and he's talking about the shit times together. He ain't thinking about no Liverpool. He's thinking about chilling with his boys at Chelsea. Poku, Jimmy ain't banned. I told you there was what's it called? We've said from when Fata got kicked out, we do not do bans for future streams. It sets a dangerous precedent, and I don't like doing that to my panelists. So yeah, Jimmy's ban was only for the last stream. Jimmy returns. Yeah. Like, we don't do that. Like, that's not fair on the panelists. I want to be fair to everybody, panelists and viewers. I don't think that's fair on him to have a 4 or 5 day ban. Like, that's not fair. It should only be for a 1 stream thing. What else? Hey, Francis, hope to see you there, my guy. Hope to see you there. Right. Think we've gone through everything on this. Let's just get the panel in. I feel like it's going to be a different tune from yesterday. Oh, this saga has tested everybody's resolve. I thought I had it in me to keep cool the entire saga. Yesterday, I lost it. Just completely lost it. But thankfully, I feel like we're making it out. If there's another saga, if there's another twist in this saga, I officially give up. Like, I don't think I've got it in me mentally. I won't lie to you. I don't think I have it in me mentally. Let's get the panel in. 2K plus in here. Insane numbers. Please, everybody, hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see whenever we film next. And yeah, hit the bell notification button and super chat as well, my people. Panel is rolling in. Dodgers tweet. All right, cool. We will get to that. Calm. Oh, no, wait, not everyone. Yeah, that actually is everyone. Shit. Calm. Right. Big up, my guys. Big up to Sean Newland saying, big up, Lewis, bro. I woke up to that heartbreaking news. Couldn't believe it. Need Caicedo so bad. Otherwise, our midfield is barely a top 10 in the Premier League. Somebody said it, but like, I do think we're getting him. It's just another twist and turn in this saga. It's fucking ridiculous.
Lewis, I want to apologise to everyone who saw me in Sarcasm City. I didn't defend my club against Mons at all yesterday, and I should have done, even though I agree with some of the points he said. But you better believe right now, because I'm going to say if still, if it goes through, you better believe I'm going after Liverpool fans with a vengeance, and I'm Thanosing them bitches. I swear to God right now, okay, I am going after ITKs. You're going to be. I'm going to put you to the side till the end of the transfer window, ITKs. But Liverpool fans, you're a special breed. You're a special breed, bro. Very special breed. Can I also say, I feel on a side note, and I don't care what anyone says, I do feel sorry for Tyler Adams because he's apparently in London waiting to sign the contract.
Yeah, he's on an Oldham Wingy vibe right
But
now.
sacrifices must be made for the greater good. It must be made for the greater good.
I think we'll still get him in.
Yeah,
Just
my
gotta
concern is
spell
do we
Gallardo.
still,
Whatever it is,
like,
if
we
he
get,
needs to be
'cause
sacrificed now to get Caicedo in, for now,
we
I
get
will- I will- I will
Caicedo
put
and then
aside-
what?
I will
We're still
put aside
going
the
for him.
price. I will put aside the price and my criticism of how it's handled so far, just to get the deal done, and then I'll go after that. I will criticize it and stuff like that. But, bro, we have to say if still, right? Because the way this whole thing has happened in the last, not even 48 hours, let's say 36 hours, is a madness. And this is why, look at it now. We can't even rely on David Ornstein. Do you know what I mean? The dagger missed its target. It missed its target, bro. It wasn't spot on. This is the first time this summer it's missed its target.
Calma, Caicedo.
Yep, calma.
Oh, just calm. That's it now. Like, but it tested everybody.
Nah, I'm still nervous though, I'll be honest.
Yeah, it's still not. It's still not. It's still
I
not.
can't even trust an
solidified, you feel
Ornstein
me?
bomber with this anymore.
No. The fact that he's rejected Liverpool says it all.
Like, he does want us here, but it's up to our owners
It's
to not
up to-
throw the
yeah,
money.
The ball is
It's
in the
not-
owner's court right now
it's
to
up to-
put up
it's
or
up.
shut up
Yeah.
right now. So
Brains
this
is
ain't
waiting
no
on that.
dilly-dally. Liverpool put up.
Will the Chelsea fans who were blaming Burnley yesterday?
Please stand
Big
up.
Felix.
Please stand up. Please stand up.
Wait. Big Felix tweet. Paul Winstanley is no longer in charge of negotiations for the Caicedo deal. Todd
Good.
Bowley and Bedad Igbali are involved in the hijack. So
Oh,
they
Yeah,
Bowley's
that's
pulling
it.
up.
That's it.
Yeah, Bowley's gonna drop
called
the
it the
bag.
big boys.
Is it just me,
Yeah,
but I don't take what Felix says seriously.
Let your apologies be loud as your criticism.
Yeah.
No,
people
but it's a
want-
problem
These
though,
guys
man.
are working
Honestly.
overtime to make sure they get
Nah.
your star signing through the door. Yet you want to criticize.
The problem is now, the issue is now, after this
Just
transfer
hey, one more
window,
dong.
after this transfer window, they have to get someone like Paul Mitchell or Michael Edwards in. That's what they
Yeah,
have
I
to do
agree.
now.
A proper
That's what they have to
DOF,
do.
I
isn't
feel like
it?
we'll
Yeah,
still
man.
go in for Michael Edwards later.
That's fine, but they need to do it now because this has been an absolute. Funny enough, these guys have done what Chelsea fans wanted them to do and step back. They've allowed
Yeah,
the
they
guys
did.
to. They've hired the guys who they thought would do a job, and they've allowed them to do it.
And
they
people
thought it was
still
all,
blame
all
them.
in hand, and in the last 48 hours, it's come crashing down.
And Michael
Owen
Edwards should be back from leave, innit?
Stanley has to understand, right? It's not even jumping from Brighton to Chelsea is not like climbing a couple of stairs. It's like climbing a skyscraper. So they go stuff, yeah. And you can't go with especially going to your old club as well. You can't do Brighton tactics on Brighton. Do you know what I mean? It's like they can't do it. We have to. As soon as we put in £100 million bid last night, you lost all control. You lost all control.
Yeah, we fluffed it. We fluffed it big time. Yes, we had to. We had to give that. Yeah, man. Go on. Sorry. Go on.
Sorry, we fluffed it, and now we have to pay more than even what we thought.
Exactly. We're paying 10 million extra than what we're gonna pay. You're
Yeah.
giving
Now
them the
there's-
100 million.
There's no official deadline day for this, but now there is now a deadline.
Day.
Now there's a deadline day.
When you're paying over £100 million for someone, there's no deadline day. There is no deadline day, bro.
No, but what Liverpool have done, they've made it a deadline now. You know, now we've got,
they have.
They've made it a deadline. Caicedo himself has made it a deadline because he said he wants to come here. So he's basically saying, "Yo, Chelsea, man, listen, Liverpool have come in, but bro, I want to come to you, man. Yo, big man, yo." bowling.
And the thing is,
So, yeah.
that bid is perfect for them because they can call our bluff now. Are we serious about Caicedo or not? If we're serious, we're gonna have to pay the extra now. If we're gonna run away from this, then there's a whole load of angry Chelsea fans waiting. So,
bro, I've been up since 6:45 a.m. because of this news, bro. It was just a madness.
You know
like,
what?
what the hell?
I said
you used
Caicedo
to
was
say
happy.
this is settled today, though. I don't think this is gonna be settled today. This is tomorrow.
Nah,
Saturday.
I'm not predicting shit with this transfer.
Yeah, just wait and see, man. If people want to jump off and take things to the extreme, just wait and see, man. Like,
I give up. I just give up.
check
Gaming
the
Syndicate, we didn't end up doing the back again pod. Like there just wasn't enough time.
I can't believe Fabrizio Romano put out a tweet saying Caicedo follow Chelsea. That's such a toothless tweet.
I thought you already did.
Exactly.
I thought that was a long time ago he was following Chelsea. I thought that was when rumors started, to be fair.
Scott put it in the private chat. It's literally a repeat of the Enzo transfer.
So last minute. When was Enzo done? Like midnight, basically.
Yeah,
last
literally
minute.
5 minutes or half an hour before or something like that. But it's literally that. Remember, the deal was off. Then the reports, Egbali and Bodie came in or whoever to get it done. And this is the point. They shouldn't have to do this.
We need this guy, man.
Yeah, they should have the people that they've delegated to have him.
You've had 3 months.
To have done this,
You've had over 2 months.
Well, he trusted Win Stanley to get it done. He didn't.
So what was the point of us buying this Adams guy then? What was the point? If we've just thrown it out the bag.
Well, because we were going to buy him because we didn't want to pay over 100 million for Caicedo.
Yeah.
So he wasn't the replacement for Caicedo?
Nah, he wasn't. He wasn't the replacement. He was just.
I think. I just think that because Liverpool's put their bid in, the money has, the price of the brick has gone up. So obviously, Tyler, you got to hold that and get this Caicedo deal done. Then we can rekindle what we had earlier. Literally,
I thought they tried to buy Sanchez in hopes of Caicedo being cheaper, but boy,
Liverpool's 4-star hand.
Yeah, they have.
And the only green light we have is that Caicedo has said that he literally wants to come to us. He doesn't want to come to Liverpool. He wants to honor the agreement done in May. So
what's funny is right. What should be one of the biggest transfers of the season? Kane going to Bayern Munich. It's seems like an afterthought.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that bro. That is like side news.
It's amazing. That's top story.
Premier League to Premier League is always more exciting than Premier League going out.
Man,
in my opinion, because obviously they say that we've got the best league in football apparently. So anyone going out is not as great as anyone coming in.
Yeah, facts.
I just think, you know why I think there's more probably publicity on it. A, I think it was pretty obvious that Harry Kane was eventually going to leave. B, there's no second club involved. Like, if this situation for Caicedo was what was going on with Harry Kane, let's just say the situations were flip-flop. Like, imagine if someone paid a fucking world record fee or UK, British fee, whatever, for Harry Kane, and then all of a sudden then the club that was favored to get the guy goes and pays even more. So I feel like that's also a part of it. But yeah, you're right. No, the Caicedo thing is fucking everywhere.
Yeah, I think this is in our hands though. I think if Bowley goes there, he's gonna just
100%. It's now or never, man. Like the Felix tweet just said, when Stanley's no longer in charge of negotiations, Todd, Baghdad.
About to start punching up some Brighton directors.
Do your thing, bro.
Yeah,
do your thing.
There's no way we don't get him. There's no way we don't.
CFC Daily tweet.
I can't. I see. They're quoting something to Paul Joyce.
Brighton are open to improved offers being submitted. Of course.
Of course they are. They're looking for the most money for their player.
The tables have turned. Well, I said last night, Todd Bowley was having dinner with Caicedo during all this.
The ball was in our court the whole time, though. We just didn't want to, we didn't value him that much. But now
I feel that we were a bit naive. I feel that we probably thought we were the only club that were willing to
arrogance and negligence.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Yeah, but no one saw Liverpool.
That we were the only ones that would probably go in for him. No one else will. until
That was
Liverpool
it.
just said, you know
That was
what?
it. And it was like we thought we could even take it to the end of the transfer window and they would crack right at the end. Something
Yeah.
like that.
But no one
And-
saw
and
Liverpool
we
coming
made
with
it.
that
We
money.
made it worse. We've made a rod for our own back. We have to complete this deal now because we put 100 million in last night. So we have to complete this deal, or else we look like punks. So we've put a punk card down for ourselves and picked it up.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We've punked ourselves.
Yep.
Yo,
It's not even
I
Liverpool
mean,
coming
Brighton
in.
punked us. I think Brighton.
No, we did.
just
No,
bullied
we
us.
did by still putting £100 million bid in.
Yeah, that was silly.
If we
but-
didn't and walked away, you could have gone, well,
At
Chelsea
least,
didn't value him that at 100 million. So you could at least walk away from that and still you could still be criticised, but at least you go, well, we only valued him at this point and we weren't going to go any further, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But now
More
we
good
have
news.
to
like what
complete
City
the
did.
deal.
We're about to
We have-
confirm.
We have to complete. It's like the Arsenal thing with Man City, right? It's like that.
Yeah, it's
like-
literally like that. And
Arsenal
even
then had
Cucurella to some extent.
Arsenal had
They
to
did.
stick or twist, and they twisted, and that's what we've done. We twisted it.
Olise
By the
I'm
way,
just going to
I
go
don't-
through
I
a few
don't-
more of these super chats. I'm
Sorry,
going to
mate,
finish
go
it.
on.
Big up Frosted Myth saying Caicedo is a proper Chelsea more than that United rat. Low bar, but yes. Irish Chelsea says today's a good day. Up the Chelsea. Just get the bid through, but yes. Big up EU saying I won't be excited until we match the bid. I understand the patience. Cenac says Win Stanley has to go after this window. It's, again, not a good look on him. Sag says do not ever doubt the Todd father. Yo, now he's got involved. It's a different beat. Felix says, I told you when Stanley was mainly in charge of incomings and fumbling the bag. Stewart did his jobs with outgoing, still going, of course. Edwards needed. To be fair, Lauren said it as well, so I will give him credit for that one too. Big up, Lewis. You went through the emotions in the past 24 hours. Man was deflated and started reposting Bible verses on Twitter. God answers prayers. Alhamdulillah. God answers prayers. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord.
Yeah, last night was crazy. Dudes was wilding.
Bro, you know what it is. You know what it is, right? People are going to bed at 3 a.m. either in the UK or like 10 p.m. US time, and then you wake up, it's like, fucking hell, that was a bad dream.
Chelsea are also aiming to complete a deal for Elise. Well, this goes against the whole fucking
yeah, that goes against the Tyler Adams money logic.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't this whole thing of FFP, I don't believe. We cleared FFP. We've cleared FFP.
Y'all have made like 245 million in sales this summer or something stupid. And you've spent like 205.
And I bet we're still gonna go in for Lavia. I bet we're gonna go in for Lavia.
Bro, if you look
I think we're gonna get Adams.
Whatever you think of him, and I think he's spot on mostly. If Darko put out a tweet that said he admired Joe Shields' ambition, and we know Joe Shields is linked heavily with Lavia recruitment. So read of it what you will. I'm assuming he's referring to that, but he seems to be very connected. So think of it what you will. The problem is for Lavia now, if Liverpool go back in for him, Southampton know that they can raise the 50 million. What if they put
could go to 80?
Could go to 60.
Yeah.
They wouldn't do that.
They could
They could, bro. They could go to fucking
Liverpool showed their hand.
Yes.
But also we have as well. So it's
Of
like,
course.
do we go back?
Yeah,
in?
but Caicedo wants to come here, so
The difference is that Liverpool want to look broke.
Well, they put free
Right?
bids in.
They
as
want to
well.
look broke. You guys have spent money.
Yeah.
I feel like if it's Liverpool,
They could have
going-
got Bellingham, man.
Nah, there's a difference though. If Liverpool goes back in for Lavia, then they'll be a bit salty. But if it's us, they tell him to us. But because
maybe
they know
the
that
Tyler
Liverpool have
Adams,
the
but
money, but they reduce
maybe
the
the
cost.
Tyler Adams non-move is actually linked to maybe we are going to go in for Lavia, and they don't want three types of those midfield. Maybe they don't.
I was thinking maybe Brighton. That was the person Brighton was
yeah,
looking
maybe it's
at.
been linked with Brighton. Yeah, I would assume. But sacrifices must be made. So,
for the greater good.
Keep refreshing pies. Don't tell me there's another update.
So,
More experienced forward also.
Great.
Ask a question.
No, two attackers. Yes, Jimmy.
Ask a question.
Come on, Jimmy. What are you saying, bro?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
Did y'all mess up y'all sheets last night with all that Syrian blood bleeding out of y'all?
Yeah,
Oh, I did. Yo,
No, we cleaned the sheets up. We cleaned the sheets up.
I'm just asking, because, you know.
No, Jimmy, I'm taking.
Hey, composure was at 0 last night. I won't lie.
Jimmy,
I'll put my hand.
Jimmy,
Bro,
Jimmy,
I told y'all to relax, man. Like, yo.
Jimmy, I'm taking those sheets and going after Liverpool fans if it goes through. That's what I'm doing. I'm taking those sheets.
All those names that y'all call, like, if I had a chance.
What was that?
Jimmy had the chance, he'd fuck some people up.
Jimmy, your connection's bugging, bro.
Yeah, your connection's wilding.
Yeah, your connection's bugging. Sorry, my guy.
No, I'm muted. Don't worry about it.
There you go. Oh, just left. Just left. Well, Jimmy does sort that. So it looks like we're going to go for 2 attackers still, but no more midfielders after Caicedo, I'm guessing. Maybe we have the money for that, but we can't do all of that and get Tyler Adams too. So we just had to cut one of them out.
Let's go with Gallagher. Any news on
no sponsor Sunday?
I think he's gonna get sold.
They might not have got it approved in time.
I think that's a deadline day deal.
Felix said earlier they're going to try and sell and use the likes of Kepa and Chalobah. But I think there's a lot of players on that list.
I'll tell you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Chalobah ends up at Newcastle. I wouldn't be surprised.
Gallagher's
Hello.
I think we need another center back. I think we need another center back, to be honest. He has Champions League experience. He's not amazing, but I think he would do well in our team.
Hello.
Jimmy's trying to do his best British accent. Go on, Jimmy.
Hello, Jimmy.
Dog, hold up. Like, yo, come on. I'm the GOAT. Let's be honest. Can I get goated today? Can I be goated after last?
Yeah,
they had you in the mud last night.
Can I be goated, please? Like, yo, listen. I sat and watched y'all bash my fellow American.
Not
I
me,
sat
bro.
here as an I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man. Listen. I'm not even gonna cook. I'm just gonna say, can y'all just rock with my owners now? Can everybody just please shut the fuck up and let my owners cook? Just go sit your fat ass at the table, put your napkin on your lap or stuff it in your shirt or whatever you do. Get your knife and your spoon and just wait for my fucking owners
fans
to cook.
are reactionary.
Jimmy,
I don't care. Stop being so reactive. This is a new era.
I've been very patient with Bowley, but yesterday I lost my head.
I would just say this. I would say this. I said it at the start. And I'm not one to bash Bowley because he stepped away and he hired people to do their job when they haven't done it. So the fact he's had to come in, let your apologies be as loud as your criticism. That's what it is. If they get this done, if they get
There's
this done.
the theory merchant himself.
Yeah, the Siri merchant. Yeah.
My guys.
Before
you messed up again.
Go on, mate.
Nope, he's gone again. He got him again.
So wait, this PYS dude is saying one thing about the sponsor, but then the other one just said that you will.
You said everyone? No. I think everyone's saying we aren't.
My bad. Okay, I probably just missed. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, I don't mind. I prefer it sponsorless.
It looks nice.
Yeah, it looks nice. It looks like it's sponsored.
Yeah, keep it that way.
People who are so quick to blame Bowley are fucking retarded. He had nothing to do with it.
David Johnson. Not David. Washington is another deal to watch in conjunction with Caicedo. No immediate plan, but the deal is not done, and Chelsea may look to free up further resources. Oh well.
Is the FFP concerns
Brazilian kid ain't coming?
Is the FFP concerns about just one deal or overall? Because it doesn't make any sense for us to like we pay all for Caicedo, but then we're suddenly linked to doing a deal for Elise as well. It doesn't.
Y'all sold Mount for how much? 55.
55 in total of add-ons. Yeah.
Havertz for what? 65, 70?
With the options, yeah.
So that's
I think
about the Caicedo price.
I think we
And
made
then you
close to-
sold
we
Koulibaly
made
20.
we made. I looked at it yesterday, Steve. We made between 200 and 300 million from player sales.
Yeah,
Right,
we've made over
so-
300.
Yeah. You've got
That's what I mean. So the FFP thing doesn't make to me. FFP whatever, man. I'm not going to look deep into it.
Bro, I get confused about FFP
Can't
because
be
it's
bothered.
like I look at Aston Villa,
The thing is,
you know.
But the thing is,
go
it's like you go. How can you then go? They'd be worried about FFP. They're going to sign Caicedo for anywhere like 115 million pounds or anything over, and then be linked with Elise, who's probably going to cost you anywhere between 35 and 45 million pounds, as well as then looking for an experience.
Everybody's financial experts. That's what I think.
Where does it
But,
come? Where does it
listen.
Where does it come in?
we're good, man.
I don't
We're
understand.
good.
What's Gallagher's wages? Would y'all
Someone's
swap? Do you think it's out of the realm possibility y'all would swap Gallagher for Elise plus cash?
Can we bash Foley?
If they
I don't know if Gallagher would go there,
I
but
don't know if
I
Gallagher
do
would go
that.
because he sees himself as a top 6 player, which is ridiculous. But, yeah.
Well, that's the problem. Then how the hell is he going to get sold if he thinks he's a more than decent player?
That's
I think he's a Palace level player.
Not enough on him.
He turned
He's
down
better
Everton.
levels than Crystal Palace, though.
He
He can
turned
do
down
that.
Everton in January because he didn't want to go. He wanted to go to a top 6 club. That's why he turned down Everton in January when they bid 45. So I don't know. Delusions of grandeur.
Yeah. I'll sell him to Tottenham. They'll probably take him.
As long as he goes, I don't really care.
It's not just
No one cares where it goes. None of it's
the wages will let go.
I don't think he starts for Tottenham though.
He does
Rotation player, maybe.
That's his problem.
I'd say that's their problem. That's
He doesn't. They have Madison now, you know.
Yeah, but problem with Madison, I might have to take him out of my fantasy team with Kane gone.
Nah, Andrew. I wouldn't worry about it. That guy's gonna get at least 23 GNA, I think. They'll score goals from all around the pitch. I get it, it's a huge blow, but like knowing Postecoglou, bro, they're gonna get goals from all around. Pedro Porro will stack in a few. Udoji, Solomon, Son, Madison, Bentancur could chip in 4 or 5. What's the other one? Richarlison might get like 1.
What? Oh man!
Big up you guys. Big up.
Really giving my argument.
I can't lie.
No, but they'll get goals from all around because they just flood the box, bro. Postecoglou, he just loves flooding the box. 5-6 guys in there, so they'll score a shitload of goals, but they're gonna concede.
Pause.
What's up?
Well, 5-6 guys in there. Nah, bro. Pause.
What do you mean?
He went over his head.
No, I'm talking about Postecoglou's play style.
Yeah, and
That's
you
Celtic. He'll bring this.
Steve, can I ask you a question? Do you know what box is another name for?
No. Box.
Take a while. Maybe go on
There's
Google.
something-
Take a moment and have a think about it.
I don't. Is this some sexual thing? Is this some racism thing?
No, it's not racism. It's not racism.
Sexual thing, bro.
It's box.
Come on.
Yo, this Tyler Adams news is scaring me because anytime I check my tweet, I'm seeing broken down, and then I'm thinking it's Caicedo.
Calma.
Oh, did the chat disappear again? Oh, for fuck's
Yeah,
sake, it's back.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Always happens once a stream.
Yeah.
There's only a couple minutes, guys. You're all back. Thank the Lord. There's another
Steve.
Felix tweet below, apparently. Chelsea are pushing for Elise. He's now been identified as a number 1 target in that position. There's a feeling that 2 of Kepa, Gallagher, and Chalobah would need to make way for Elise. Lukaku's wages also desperate to get rid of. God willing, it's the first 2.
See, they know what they have to do.
Well, the thing about Kepa is if you can strike a deal to take whatever is offered, essentially, but if it's a loan, you've got to get all of his wages off the bill this season. You've got to get whoever's taking him on loan to pay all the wages. If Bayern Munich want him, you've got to make them take the entire wages off that, or he's got to agree to lesser wages than at Bayern and take take it off there. That's what you're gonna have to do. Lukaku one.
Take a pay cut.
Lukaku one is.
Another Felix tweet.
Bro,
I'm gonna go on Urban Dictionary. Look
Start
up.
learning Saudi.
Felix Bomber. Chelsea will submit their bid for Moises Caicedo tonight in excess of Liverpool's 100.
Oh my God!
That ain't no bomber. That ain't no bomber. That's a guess. That's a guess. I could have said that they're gonna put the bid in tonight. That's right. I could have said that. That's my guess. I'm gonna tweet that. Chelsea's gonna put the fucking bid in tonight.
Hey, everyone's pretending they know about the situation.
Jimmy, when you tweet that, Jimmy, can you remember to put the emojis, the Ecuadorian flag, the thumbs
Yeah, the
up,
Ecuadorian flag, and put
in
quotation these nuts, because that's really the source. I'm pulling this information from out of my balls.
Jimmy, can you put the thumbs up one like this and the green tick? The green tick as well. Could you do that as well for me, please? I wanna see that. Honestly.
No, we gonna start. I'm tier A. Fuck that. Them weirdos got the numbers. I'm
Nah, Jimmy, you're tier A1.
Yeah. No numbers, just letters. Tier A. Just A.
Oh, Alex is here. Mad.
That Ornstein dagger. That Ornstein dagger is like a butter knife, bro. Because he said that.
Nah, that's just a plastic knife. That's some shit you buy at Walmart when you're out camping.
The other day we was in here talking about journals and in the nose. How about nobody knows? Nobody knows.
How about you stop believing every tweet is personal?
That's what Jimmy is.
Who you talking to?
Jimmy,
don't
believe
you. Why you'd get triggered by 19 years old on Twitter?
Say what? Well, hold on, wait. I can't hear him. What did he say?
I said, why you get triggered by 19 years old? Twitter.
Who's 19 years old? Twitter. What are you talking
Felix.
about? Who said I'm triggered? What are you talking about?
Okay. If the way you reacted, the way you commented,
I'm not triggered. Don't. Yo, this estrogen rubbing off on you. Don't use those words. I was just talking about it. I'm not triggered, Alex. I'm just talking about it. I'm not triggered. Trust me. I'm not triggered. These guys listen, when I was up, I didn't have to work today, so I was up my normal hours that I would have to normally go to work.
Yeah. I had to go to work myself. I was
up and I was on Twitter and I just was reading. This is the most Twitter. I did more Twittering last night than I've done since I had that account.
I haven't been on Twitter.
It was a big night.
I've been lighting Twitter the fuck up. And if you go, I got a few in the know type comments up there. Like when they first announced the Liverpool deal, go look. I highlighted. I first reported that Liverpool did not talk to Caicedo. It's fucking possible because they ain't fucking have no time to. And what do you know? It came out that they didn't have.
That's what I'm saying. You should buy yourself a blue tick and start saying shit, and people will get triggered about you tweeting shit.
Yeah, but mine was just based off of like an educated guess. It was like my hypothesis. Yeah, I'm like, hold up, wait. Because they said it was basically what Klopp said. Klopp said I can say that we deal with we agree with terms with the club. And I'm like, no, where's the player? He never said the player. Yeah. And then there's somebody reported, oh, Klopp is trying to call Caicedo now. I said, oh, that's disrespect. That's disrespect. Like that's like being 1950s and trying to ask a woman to get married without asking her dad. That's
segregation era reference.
And the difference is when they asked Poch about it, he didn't answer it. He just
to tell you the truth.
Poch ain't say shit. Yeah, Poch ain't say shit. He brushed it off.
No. What was the most revealing was Jurgen Klopp.
Yeah.
The way he faced expression was Fake's expression on the press conference about Caicedo. Just look at his press conference. He did not look like, because he usually more like it's. By the way, don't forget the way he was talking. He sound like not himself. But you gotta put another thing. This is the first press conference of the Premier League Open. Everybody is like lively, you know. Premier League is back. Managers are back.
Yes.
Have you ever seen Jurgen Klopp that kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like He wasn't.
He's been acting weird in press conference, bro. That guy is.
I just think though,
the buffet manager, he waffles a lot, bro. We know when he gets a buffet.
Oh yeah, he's a big time waffler. Yeah, he's a big time
I
waffler.
think
Fucking
though,
buffet manager.
I think though, if the deal was more in their favor,
He will be more lively. That's what I'm saying.
Klopp wouldn't even mention the deal's been even agreed. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
But you know what else that could be too? That could be Klopp looking at like throwing darts at the board. Because the way he said it, he wasn't excited. He could have been saying it like, this shit ain't gonna go through. Because we ain't even talked to this motherfucker yet. Because he didn't sound like he was. He didn't sound enthusiastic. He was just announcing as if he was told, "Hey, go out there and announce that we made the deal."
I don't know if you got.
By
this,
the way,
anyone else got this? Hang on, I don't think anyone else got this. I think he thought when the bid was put in that personal terms had already been agreed.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But it was already recorded. They didn't speak to Caicedo.
Nah, he would have known. He would have known because.
Yeah. They would have briefed him. Yeah, they would have briefed him. They would have briefed him. Yeah, they would have briefed him.
He knows he was going to get asked about it.
I still think it's uphill battle. I'm not after yesterday. I want to see shirt. I'm going back to my. I'm going back to the hey. No. I'm going back to the Lewis. Hi, my name is Alex. Nice to meet you. The first time I met Lewis, my thing, I don't believe anybody until I see the shirt raised in Chelsea press conference. Yes. And I'm going back to that thing. Nothing is done. I don't care. I'm not gonna get. I'm not gonna get
fuck
involved.
Here we go. Fuck a dagger. Fuck all of that, man. All that shit.
Even when your club announces that they've agreed to deal with it, that's more.
By the way, I would like look. First of all, everybody, Alex, we tried to calm you down, dude. Don't think that I was like. I have a lie. First of all, I didn't feel good last night. I almost passed fucking out outside because I had to fix my wife's car. I literally ate 2 eggs all day, and I had to raise my wife's car 3 times with the jack and lift the tires and try to fix the brakes on it because something is wrong with the car and I couldn't get towed to the stop. Yes, I was tired. I did not look like I was sad. Like I was like, oh my god, I have 3 kids, dude. Get a life if you think I'm gonna cry about somebody. Some football player that I don't know. That's number 1. Number 2, I'm not changing my stand on the ownership. It's it. I don't care even if we pull this shit together by the end of it, because I said it for me. He's number 1 important target in the window. I didn't care about anybody else but this person. So for me, 120 wasn't the problem. The problem was people. Oh, at the end they did it. No, they
the players. Yeah.
Made
Alex,
that on themselves. That shouldn't be a problem in the first place.
Right.
They created that problem. Yesterday,
it wasn't on the owners. It's about when
because I didn't because I couldn't freaking yell because my wife and kids already asleep. So fucking get off my dick, you bitches! I'm back.
I want to.
Like, oh, Russian is not.
I want to piggyback a couple of things off what Alex said. I disagree with you slightly, Alex, in terms of I don't think it's the owners you need to focus on. It's
the owners. But they're the
I understand, but I still think I think they give him a certain amount of leeway. We've seen with the news that's come out today about Todd Bowley. It looks as though they give him a certain amount of leeway. Like there's a certain amount of leash they have them on, and they reach the end of that. They reach the end of that rope. And I think that's the thing. And I think this is the. By the way, this is the. People forget this is the second time this has happened. This happened with the Enzo transfer. The second time.
Scott, to add to you, I don't think you disagree with me. I think you're saying it, but from the different side, but you're saying the same thing. The problem is with the whole thing, we are right. Because if this guy got laid off this deal by the ownership, that means that they understand that he's the one that screwed up. Yes. Why is the ownership had to do this move if they did not feel guilty? If they did not, you know why? Because every Twitter tagged Todd Bowley last night. They didn't tag Winsley. They tagged Todd Bowley.
Alex, he's the figure. He's the figurehead. So they're gonna tag him.
The owners have done this summer what the fans wanted. They wanted them to step back. They hired people to do their job.
I don't know who's
this guy had 3 months, right? Negotiating with his former club, and he tried to out Brighton, right? The issue I have is he needs to you are coming from Brighton. Like I said earlier, Brighton to Chelsea is like jumping from a little brick shit house to a skyscraper.
Exactly.
In terms of negotiations.
You literally stole my.
You should have big balls when you go into negotiations when you represent Chelsea. You should be controlling everything.
Look,
the way you conduct,
and I would say Andrew as well.
Hang on. The fact you had to literally call your daddies and ask them to step in and help you doesn't look well on you. And I believe after, hang on, Scott, after this transfer window, he's gone, and someone like Michael Edwards or Paul Mitchell will be coming in. That's what I believe.
No. I have a slightly different. I agree with Andrew what he said, because it points the issue of the deal. By the way, number one, if you think that big targets like over 100 million targets does not get involved by ownership, it's on you. There's no football director can go to 110 with not knowledge of the ownership. There's no freaking way.
This is a huge sum of money.
Exactly. It's not. There is a budget of some countries, motherfuckers. There's a budget of a country. What I'm saying is, so that baller was there. That baller was looking at it. Now he had to take the blame. Somebody's head has to get off. That could be another thing. Somebody's head has to be put on the table. That Winsley guy, I understand exactly what Andrew said. He used to play in the sandbox with the little bitty toys, and he got involved with the popular kids like me, Andrew, Scott, not Ahmed. He's a wanker.
Wow, wow, bro, this came in. They're trying to violate already, big man.
But what's his name? But look, and then he applies the same techniques like he's shopping in the undermarket. He literally
you were trying to out Brighton, bro. You were trying to out Brighton.
You see what I'm saying? So for me, it's a different story. Like when you saying, like when fans saying the ownership needs to step go away from the things. No, they don't. What ownership needs to go away from, it's the small targets, the one that they have no clue, because they don't have no clue about the young kids that they buying for Brazil, because they never have time for that. Also, that's what Winsley needs to be. How many times I told you that if you top club in a big world, like top 10 clubs in the world, you don't sign based on your recruitment. You don't sign based on your recruitment the number one targets for number one for the 11 team. I can Google and tell you which ones are good or not. You don't need those. You need those brains that can develop the kids to go in the third world country and see the guy without the shoes on his feet, and those needs to be identified. Not freaking when I saw Caicedo from my home and see that he's a decent kid. That's not scouting. Scouting for what's his name, for Lakaka. What kind of fucking scouting is that needs to be done? I could tell you he's a brick from the beginning. Scouting for the middle, for the little kids. That's where scouting is.
Scott, I'll let you go next.
Thank you. I was just saying, number one, and I'm not saying I want this to happen, by the way. I've seen a couple people mention this. I'm not saying I want this to happen, but I don't think anyone on the panel or in the chat would question it if we heard news today that Win Stanley had been sacked. I think that's how big
he's not a surprise.
I don't think anyone will be surprised. Again, I don't want that to happen because I don't think this has gone far enough to the point where he needs to be sacked. He needs to be kept on a tighter leash now with transfers. I don't think he needs to be sacked. But I agree with Alex in terms of I think when it comes to transfers in general, there needed to be a balance. They couldn't do what they did in the summer window, the first window, where it's like they're overseeing everything, but they also couldn't give them a wide leash and just completely take a step back. It needs to be in the middle. They oversee it a little bit, but it's not all hands on. It's not, controlling everything all at once. But I get where Alex is coming from as well. And the thing is, I wanted to say as well, just in general, because I didn't get to discuss it, Alex, I was on a call. But with this whole thing and with the stream yesterday, the thing is with football fans is we are, and just people, we are emotional guys. I got emotional yesterday. Alex did. We all did at times, or most of us did. And I think Alex said something earlier. I think this shows where we keep doing this when it comes to transfers, where we need to understand that wait until we see them with the shirt, and then at that point get hyped or get annoyed depending on if you missed out. We need to stop doing this thing, and I was guilty of it yesterday. We all were we need to stop doing this thing of jumping the shark, jumping the gun. we need to stop doing that as a fan base.
Especially when people be doing like fucking starting 11s and putting the player in there already. Motherfucker, he's contracted to another club right now.
That's what I say.
How do you know?
We did the same thing. Steve, we did the same thing with Ugarte.
If it's for fun and games, cool.
Yeah, but like that's the thing. You can do it
but the thing
things like that. But it's like, as I said, you do. Because otherwise, you end up getting a situation where you do end up getting how I was yesterday or how I was yesterday. We like you just get invested too easily and too quickly, and it's like this is why I'm taking it like now. Even though I've heard the news, I'm taking a step back. I'm waiting until I see the shirt because I don't want to have the same situations yesterday. I don't want to get hyped up again because I saw like Donald in the chat earlier getting hyped up again. I don't want to do that to then just be let down if it does fall through and he does.
That's why
I'm just letting it go and kind of learning my lesson from yesterday.
That's why I've not gone after Liverpool fans yet. Because I'm waiting. I'm not going to do anything because they look what they did last night to us, and look what's happening now in the space of 12 hours.
Karma.
So that's what I'm saying. And we did that previous. But I will wait, and then it will be like Thanos with those bitches. The way what some of the things they said from a club who we've won more trophies than them in the past 30 years is and we've won more trophies in every one of those decades as well, by the way.
I just want to answer the question for me in the chat.
The chest they have, man. And so did you notice yesterday suddenly FSG out wasn't trending, but now it is in the space of 12 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, I know Bowley's was out.
Asked me why am I screaming? Because I couldn't last night.
Yeah, he's letting out with the anger.
Xenophobia was up.
Yeah, man. Was letting the kids sleep, man.
The xenophobia was at an all-time high last night. It was disgusting.
And I was just saying that again, Jimmy. Sorry, just on that point as well. That comes back to as well. I was saying about the emotional thing of like direct your annoyance at the right place. Everyone was getting on the backs of Bowley and Egg Barley when it's not like they're not at fault for this. I understand what Alex saying, but I don't think they're at fault for this because I think they listened to the fans from last summer and they took as much of a step back as they could from what happened last summer and what the fans wanted, and they let these guys that they brought in, the footballing guys, do the football stuff. And guess what? One of the football guys fucked up doing the footballing stuff. So like, I don't blame them at all. They shouldn't be getting got in the same way I said last night about like Adams if we'd assigned him or whoever. You shouldn't be getting at them based on the fact that if we lost out on Caicedo. Don't get at these guys because of the fuck up of Win Stanley. Like, get at him. Like, don't obviously give him hate and that shit, but like, say he fucked
Leah,
up. Like,
I know you're saying you're a girl, but for some reason I think you're somebody else. So go get a life. Stop bringing Russia into it. Stop bringing it.
Someone just blocked that guy, man.
That's really fucking unnecessary.
I don't know if you've just seen. I don't know if you've
block it. No, look, don't block it. Look, I'm not that emotional. People can say shit, but just like every tweet is Russia, Russia, Russia. Like seriously, get the fuck.
I'm just finding out now, Alex.
Yeah, man. People can do whatever. Hold on. What's your name? Steve. I'm not that the person that get like a personal. Like if you touch my family, my kids, bang bang, dude. It's all it is, man. It's bang bang. You disappear. That's all it is. I will. I'm not gonna say shit, but get off my dick, bitch.
Yeah.
Leah in the chat.
I was gonna say, have you guys seen this?
Today, if going on to this,
have you guys seen the David Washington stuff? Like, apparently, we even putting that guy on hold. Apparently, just to go in for Caicedo.
Yeah. Bro, I'm respect for that, by the way. Again, respect for that. And also, I just want to mention this earlier because I didn't get to. Respect to Kaisado, by the way, as well. Because like, he could have easily just turned around and go, "I want to go Liverpool," but like, I understand he's getting paid a lot, but respect that he's willing to like. Because he agreed to deal with us, he's willing to like try and get that done first and see if
he's been talking to us for months.
That respect should be given to the owner, right? Because they're the ones that laid out the project. They're the ones that put together the project, and he turned down Liverpool's pool for Chelsea pool. He didn't come here because he's proper Chelsea or because we're in Champions League. He came here for what he was sold, not just by no Poch. Neither.
Okay,
I'll give him the one selling him on it.
Yeah, Jimmy, I'll give him a prep. Jimmy, I'll give him a prep for all 3 months to almost lost it. How about that?
But they didn't. Almost don't fucking count. So you can get
Yeah,
mad
you were
about
singing
almost all you
yesterday.
want.
I saw you. I saw you singing yesterday.
But I would say,
Bro,
You
Alex,
saw me singing because I wasn't bothered, Alex. That was my point. My point was I wasn't bothered. Not that I didn't want Caicedo. It's just that I
No,
wasn't
that's not what
bothered.
I'm saying. I'm
But
saying
if
like, but yesterday, did you think that he was coming?
yeah,
No, I didn't. It's not about if I thought he
No,
was coming. I
I'm
thought,
saying
but I didn't think
would
you. I
give
didn't.
a
Hold
credit.
on. Say what?
but this
I
is the
said,
thing.
if who you wanted to wait for, me or Andrew?
What? Ulisse and Caicedo at the same time. Damn. What is going
This
on?
is it, right?
Secret
This
scout.
is this morning's stream, because it was this morning, not last night. It was this morning about 4 a.m. The thing I kept banging on about was I need a reaction.
Yeah.
I need to see a reaction, and I didn't expect this reaction to go back. I thought like maybe another deal or something like that, but this is the reaction. This is the reaction I wanted.
Along
You
with
can
Caicedo, Chelsea finalising move for Elise, personal terms agreed. Gallagher expected to leave this window.
Yeah, by the way, whoever said the Chelsea has a problem with FFP, need to go and do.
Alex, I thought we had FFP.
No.
problems.
Look. What's that thing? Remember, I asked you before, like the people in Rome used to count. They used the sticks like to slide from one side to another. What's
You mean the
thing?
counter? It's called a counter, I would assume, no?
Sundown,
Yeah. I don't know.
Yes, I
Well,
think
the
it's the
people,
counters that
yeah, slide like it's actually even way before Rome. It's probably
the
from
kids
the
use it
Middle
these
East.
days, yeah. They
It's
give it to
Middle
kids
East.
when they're in
People
there.
probably did invent it. So when they did that, this is the FFP trolls needs to learn. Like use those and then tweet something.
But the thing is,
Abacus, president of FAR, exactly.
I just want to say quickly, because Surfer said this, like about the FFP. Wasn't our issue until July the 1st, if I'm not mistaken? I'm not sure what's going on.
Yes.
Ahmed, that's not just our problem. That's a footballing thing.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, I understand that. But yeah.
So that's the thing, and like we sorted the FFP out beforehand. That's why we sold a couple guys early before the window opened.
You did a lot more selling than buying initially.
And to be honest, like we still know Chalobah's still available to be sold. I know Gallagher's obviously.
As I say, we might be losing
Scott's
Gallagher.
favorite player. Could be
I saw the news. I'm getting excited.
Chill out, mate.
I also saw Badiashile is returned to training.
Yeah. That was revealed earlier this week.
Scott, that's gonna be clipped out of context.
Yeah, mate, that was crazy. I can't lie to you.
Over that.
That was crazy, man.
No, but Alex, do you see my point though about the whole 3 months thing? You reap what you sow. So because of that, those 3 months, that's why Caicedo is determined to join Chelsea. At the end of the day, you still
That's
reap what
not
you sow.
true. Awesome, man.
Clearly it is, bro.
What do you mean that's not true? How do you downplay that?
That's true. They've been talking to Caicedo for months. Liverpool didn't even speak to the man.
The reason why, 1 second, if I may, apparently Jacob Steinberg reported that we offered higher wages this morning. So for all we know, maybe because of what we've offered them in terms of wages, Liverpool can't compete with that.
The whole report said the whole report said he agreed to personal terms since May.
No,
it doesn't take 3 months to talk. They offered him, he accepted in May. Nothing changed since May. So what if they've worked for 3 months on?
Here's the bottom line. Here's the bottom line. Who cares why?
That ain't how it go, bro. You keep contact with the player and keep in touch with them. You don't just offer the contract and then go quiet. They keep in contact.
But Jimmy, and then
who how you feeling today, Kaisado? Did you have GT today, Kaisado?
I don't know what's when people start caring about wages.
No. Not even that. I know the wages are higher. And I don't care if Liverpool would have I'm not saying he's not. I'm saying like groundwork paid off. My problem it's not that we work for 3 months. It doesn't take 3 months to convince somebody. That's what I'm saying. They convinced him.
We were trying to convince Brighton. We already convinced
yes, exactly.
him.
We convinced him. We were trying to convince Brighton for 3 months, not Caicedo.
Yeah,
if you call him Brighton groundwork, you lost.
So you don't think the continuous
didn't they? But we didn't, right?
Players do want to feel wanted.
They keep in contact with him and let him know that
of course we feel the contact, but is that a work or is like, hey Caicedo, did you hit GT?
But it's not about work. It's about, he said that's the time spent with him to let him know we're dedicated to you. That plays a part. Like y'all don't want to give no props to nothing.
No. Don't put the words in my mouth. I said they did. I prop them for doing it. I'm just saying it doesn't take 3 months to do it.
You don't know how long it takes to do it, Alex. You're acting like they're making friends to go to the movie.
Yes, I know. I know. I said
I'm not in the know either, but you're saying it
they shared popcorn in the movies.
He even said they even said that the players have kept contact with him the entire time. You think the team wasn't saying, "Hey, players, keep contacting Caicedo. We're on the case. Keep contacting him. Keep reaching out." Oh
JJ,
man, it's a team effort.
Go get a dick because you look like you need one.
Brilliant. I will say this though. I will say it doesn't.
What?
We can do all this. We can do all this. It doesn't matter. The bottom line is just get him to join. I don't care why he wants to join, whether it's financial or all this. We've been in contact.
As long as he does a good job.
You know, all this conversation, all this 3 months prop could be said like, you know what, we offer you 300K a week. All these 3 months are gone in 1 second.
Bro, it would even been this if they done it. If they even if they walked away, then we talked about something else. It's the fucking Haaland thing from 2021 again, where we talked about Haaland for 3 fucking months and nothing happened. But maybe this is obviously
something happened. Big giant fuck happened.
Yeah, no. But what I mean is, with Haaland, nothing happened. You know what I mean? Nothing happened with Haaland. It's that.
It's just soundboards again.
It's just.
Angel Martinez, find the GJ in the chat and go wank each other.
Good Lord.
Oh my.
Bro, you're on strike today, buddy.
I said it, man. I couldn't speak here last night. My wife came and she was like, "You're gonna sleep outside. You're gonna pay for this shit today."
Yo, Louis, how about all that fucking waffle Hussein was trying to spit today about? Oh, Chelsea's just paying him more. Get the fuck out of here! Like they just paying him more. It ain't about. And first of all, our wages
are. They haven't been.
Yeah,
reported.
we don't even know the wage. But not only that, we already know our wage scale and how we pay. We ain't just come and just say, okay.
I'm
we'll
okay
pay
with
you.
being a better male as long as you're a female, JJ.
Hey, Jimmy. Also, who cares how much we're paying him? Do you know what I mean? Who gives a fuck, right?
None of my damn business.
If he plays well, first of all, if he bangs this time in 6 months, no one's mentioned his transfer fee, right? Yeah. No one's mentioned it, right? And also no one's mentioned his wages. No one mentioned N'Golo Kante's wages until he got injured all the time, right? Even I didn't mention it until he got injured all the time, right? That's when you do stuff like that. It doesn't matter, man. These guys, and I don't
Shaka Danhele.
You know what? I'm glad if he chooses us for money. That means we're just more ambitious to pay him, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
man.
Hey, man. I'm glad. Listen, bro, we've been the oil club money now. It's in, bro. It's what it's.
Hold on, Shaka Danhele. If my wife has my balls in her back pocket, then your wife has my balls in her mouth.
My God.
and her fucking box.
Oh my God.
You know what box means?
I figured it out.
No, big up my test.
Question for y'all.
Any chance Chelsea can get Kudus and Caicedo potentially? DK says hearing Stewart's taking charge of transfers now might have to be the case if this has happened again with Winstanley. Big up Eric saying I love it when Alex is on the channel. He brings so much knowledge and wisdom. Big up, Alex. We love it when Alex.
Especially to the people like the females and shit in the chat, like all those like males, beta males. If you can say beta male to another male, you already have vagina.
Yo, we got.
Big up, Nana. Jackson says Alex keep yelling. I have to walk a creek for work. You're scaring the snakes away. Up the chance. Big up. Love
good man. I'm giving. You should be thankful. Those snakes are gonna bite you if it wasn't for me.
You're saving lives as we speak.
I'm saving lives on my day off.
Are we? So if we get an Elise and Gallagher's going, do we still think we're going to get another midfielder, central midfielder?
It probably seems so, but I don't know.
If we sell players, I think.
No, if Gallagher goes, what's reported is they've linked Gallagher going with the Elise coming.
But they want more gone than just him.
Right, but what I'm saying is, do we then? Because remember, Pies then also tweeted we're looking for an experienced forward, as well. So
I think, but the thing is, Lewis, like if Gallagher goes, what you're left with, what Caicedo, Enzo, what Santos, and Ugo Chukwu, I'm assuming is the other one.
Chukwuemeka and Ugo.
I think
Ugo
we'll get
Chukwu.
Adams still.
Ugo Chukwu.
Nah, bro. The way we did Adams, bro. There's no coming back from that one.
Nah, I think we're still getting him.
Bro, that was crazy. What we did to that guy was crazy. I don't know if you see that. This guy was in London, completed the medical and everything. All he had to do was sign the documents, and we told him.
You know what? I feel. Usually, I feel
man.
more sorry. I usually feel more sorry for him, but bigger picture, bro.
I'm still pissed off about yesterday, Xavi. We brought it on ourselves last night. The whole situation would be avoided.
We got the player. You just like, yo, chill,
we didn't got
chill.
no player.
Chill, just chill. Calma. That's how you say it, Lewis? Calma, bro.
Oh, yeah. Caicedo.
No one has him yet.
Yeah, just calma. We know one thing. Liverpool ain't got him.
Yeah, Liverpool are crazy.
And I just listen, guys.
That video of them all that dude that said FSG for life, my oldest. Yo, I want to see him later, man. I want to see him later.
Jimmy, I've still got to say it because you know what football karma's like, bro. It is a bitch, football karma. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I need to
Definitely.
I need to say if, because look how much it's changed in 48 hours, Jimmy. It's gone like it's flipped 360, bro. It's like I just need that. Like I said, I need our club to announce it. I don't need Fabrizio. I don't need Ornstein. I need our club to announce it.
You want the midget thing? You know the midget thing, bro. We need the midget thing where they just put his Instagram account in like the bio, bro. That's what we need.
Bro, I need to see him pulling up. I need to see him in a hospital on the actual, like, you know, they do the Real Madrid Barcelona medicals. I need to see that.
Sanitas.
I need to see that. Yeah.
Fair enough. Would y'all? All right. Question for y'all: If you don't think Toothpick Winstanley's the guy for for negotiations, Daniel Maldini don't have a job still. He did a pretty damn good job at AC Milan.
That's not a bad shout, actually, Steve.
Would y'all? I am shocked that he hasn't gotten a call yet. Genuinely shocked. The only reason I think that maybe he hasn't is because he only wanted to work for Milan. But the thing is, he was damn good at his job. Surely some other clubs would want his services. I thought he did a terrific job.
By the way, I don't want Winsley to be fired. I just want him to be go and scout. Send him into the forest, look for the signings. You know what I'm saying? Like, let the big signings go.
That's perfectly acceptable.
You see what I'm saying? Like, look, just let the guy lift his own weight, not try to too much and shit themselves, because it sometimes happens, you know. Like,
what it is, isn't it? This is what it is.
Yeah.
You've gone as a negotiator in the fighting world. You've stepped up too far, stepped up too much in weight. That's what you've done right now. You need to build up. You need to build up, or you need to know you need self-awareness and know your limit. You know what I mean? You can't. You know, you wouldn't put Conor McGregor in a boxing ring with
Ronda Rousey.
You know what I mean? You wouldn't do that, right? That's the whole point.
Oh,
and
come on.
You need. I'm sorry. You need a Michael Evans, Paul Mitchell style person. That's what you need. If Egbali and Todd Bodie don't want to do this again and keep doing this every fucking transfer window, putting off a big goddamn transfer, they need a heavyweight. They need a heavyweight in this position.
Would you consider Maldini a heavyweight?
Huh? Oh, maybe. Sorry, I forgot.
This is so funny.
Whoever it is, they need someone that's a heavyweight who
did anybody see
tough negotiator and is respected. I don't think Winstanley is respected because he hasn't earned it at Chelsea in terms of being Chelsea's negotiator for the big deals. He hasn't earned it. It's easy negotiating for Nico Jackson because no one else really after him and stuff like that. And it's still a good signing, by the way. He has still done good signings, but it's easier than doing a Caicedo one. Especially when you try to out Brighton. You try to out Brighton. That's the biggest.
Kai's chat was such a funny man. Can you imagine this saga and Kai chatting about it?
No internet for 13 hours. You know what? You're probably better off. You're probably better.
No. Thank you. Thank you for not being there.
You're claiming Maldini hasn't done big deals before. That's a load of waffle.
First of all, I don't think Maldini was the one that scouted. I think he was the.
Say that again, Alex.
I don't think Maldini was in the scout. I think Maldini is a director. So why
sporting director?
It's a difference between scouts and directors. I don't know.
Yeah, I think for me, if you're gonna like kick out Winstanley as the DOF, bringing in someone like a Maldini, yeah, who's done good transfers at what's it called AC Milan, would be a great replacement for him.
Aren't they getting that Michael Edwards guy?
By the way,
Andrew,
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 hold on. 1 second. Just 1 second. Andrew, why is Marshall Saddam crying in this?
Is it Marshall? It might not be Marshall. I'm not too
Okay,
sure.
tell him to fuck off.
No,
from me.
no, come on. Marshall, is he in the chat? Is he in the chat?
I've not seen him in the chat. I don't think he's in.
Hold on. I don't know what's going on, but I really don't give a damn because y'all are a bunch of fucking babies.
Yo, Uncle Gesture.
Hey, no, I don't want to hear about it. Y'all were whining like your pussy was weeping. I don't want to hear shit.
In my defense, I had the kids sleep. I couldn't yell.
Defense? Man, I had men on here with tissues, fucking towels covering their face because they were crying. Man, what in the... Hold on, put me full screen. Put me full screen.
People were saying it was finished.
No, put me full screen. Hey, you might want to put your disclaimer up. You might want to put your disclaimer up.
All
right. Okay. It's Uncle Jay's time.
Get him, girl.
Real barbecue.
It's Uncle Jay's time. So y'all make sure you have a clean nappy on. Wipe your mom's milk from your chin, because a real man about to drop some knowledge on y'all's ass. Okay.
Just don't mention.
No one say anything, by the way. Let him cook.
Just don't mention.
Ain't nobody here ever negotiated a multi-million-dollar deal. I have. I've been involved in them. But so y'all don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Oh, we should have just put $100 million on the table. Oh, you do realize Brighton was intentionally dragging this out to jack the price up. They wanted somebody else to come in so they could get a higher price. This was all intentional by Brighton. Okay?
Right.
Second of all, leave Todd fucking Bowley alone. He wasn't even involved in this shit. And everybody wants to throw his name around. It's like, dude is on a beach somewhere drinking Mai Tais, surrounded by big blondes with big titties, living the billionaire's life, and y'all fucking slandering him. He wasn't even involved in the freaking negotiations. So get your facts straight when you come.
All right, I'm back.
Somebody said
titties. Somebody said titties. I'm back.
Yeah. That's the billionaire lifestyle. So none of y'all are billionaires. None of y'all can run a freaking club. Most of y'all can't run a wet fart at a chili cook-off.
Or a successful relationship with a woman.
A chili cook-off.
There you go. Y'all don't know about no chili cook-offs. Y'all are in there eating beans on fucking toast. Leave me alone. Y'all got me fucking irritated this morning. And then what's some of y'all know better, and y'all let a man come on that only comes on and whine and moans and whinges like he got sand in his vagina every fucking day. And y'all follow right along. Oh, this boy, doing what you're doing. Get my God. Fucking take your ball and go to fuck home. I'm tired of it, man. What is wrong with people in their lives where they have to break people down to feel better, or they have to bitch and moan because they didn't get what they want? Real men don't bitch and moan when they don't get what they want. They go take what they want. And guess what the fuck we did? We went and took what we wanted.
Yeah.
So screw your fucking balls on, take them back from your little mommy, and shut the fuck up.
You have to go to the great.
That's it. You can take me off the big screen.
Wow.
Okay, Justice.
Wow.
You're not lying.
This is the longest you've been talking, like collectively, since you went on Worldwide Chelsea as a barbecue.
Alex, that was directed to you, by the
Hey,
way.
when Jester speaks, people listen.
Exactly.
So I don't have to speak all the time.
No, all I'm saying is they should actually let you speak more. Just trolling, Jesse. Just trolling.
I got you.
Yeah,
I know what
I
you're
didn't
saying.
like the vibe last night. Everyone was crying and stuff and saying "I told you so." I don't get it.
Man, everybody's gonna. I mean, those people look like morons this morning.
By the way, proper breakfast.
Yesterday just
Proper breakfast is eggs and grits.
I don't do
You
eggs
English
in the
people.
morning. I fast. I fast in the morning. Coffee. That's it. That's my breakfast.
I fast because I take Adderall.
Yeah.
But folks, again, even if we didn't get Caicedo, we have a young 19-year-old in our squad that is going to be a lot better than Caicedo ever will reach. He's going to be the best DM in the world.
Andre Santos.
There you go.
For the Santos
Andre. Hey,
yeah, he's gonna be elite.
You know me. I don't rep children. I don't rep children. I ain't about that life. But this man is 19 and is a grown ass man. He plays like he's been doing this for 10 years at the top level. He is going to be better than everybody we've signed lately. You can mark it down, snip it, save it, shove it up your butt. I don't care. I'm telling you. This kid is class.
Yeah, he has the potential. I agree.
So I wouldn't worry about not getting Caicedo because that's more minutes for Andre Santos.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'd even rate Caicedo over 100 mil anyway. But
well, I don't rate him for what we paid for him, but it is what
some
it is.
people last night were saying pay 180.
I wanted him because I wanted Caicedo. You all know I was in here. We need Caicedo because it's the closest thing I've seen to a prime N'Golo Kante since prime N'Golo Kante. So I like the way N'Golo Kante plays football. So, but as far as
Takare at Lyon reminds me of Conte a little bit. The
so I but still, Andre Santos is a better technical footballer at this point in his career than Caicedo is. Better passer of the ball, reads the field.
No.
Yes, he does.
Nah, he is better.
He is a better passer of the football at this point than Moises.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it now.
I don't think so, but it's a personal.
It's just sample size for me. I like Santos. I think he'll be
no. I like Santos. I just think Santos is not nowhere near Caicedo at this point. What Santos is, it's exactly what we need to have Caicedo. I'll give you example just of why I think like maybe it will be easier. Do you know how college recruitment system work, right? Football, American football. Yeah. Like they do it by age of graduation, right? Like they scout a player at 16, so he will be by the age when the other one graduate college. Remember that, Jester? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I think that's what Caicedo and Santos are. Like, for example,
Brighton make contact with Leeds over Tyler Adams.
Yeah, that's the person they wanted.
Good. Whoa, what's the thing?
I didn't expect this.
Anyway, thanks for interrupting for nothing. But
that's a big update still, but go on.
Anyway. So what I was saying is that thing with Santos is not ready to be as about to Caicedo. So when it moves to Caicedo level, for me, I think he is nowhere near, by the way, but for him to not even kick in one time in the Premier League, and I remember you the one that said how you can put this on Colwill when Colwill never played a minute in the Premier League game, and you're gonna say that Santos is ready? It's mad.
That's true.
But what I'm saying is that level, it's not reached that, but when he reached that, we can actually what's his name? Do something if Caicedo, for example, would like to go to Real Madrid or something like that. You see what I'm saying? That Santos could be already in that shadow of Caicedo. But that's the whole thing for me. I just don't think he's there.
I just haven't seen enough of Santos to conclude that,
I just think he's
incredible, amazing, best in his position in the world. If you think that that's cool.
That's fine. That's fine.
To be.
That's fine. Look, I believe Santos has potential. I just don't think those potential are relevant to this current situation. Potential, yes, could be, should be, probably.
Yeah.
But I saw, and I keep saying it and saying it again. I did not rate Caicedo as much until I saw him in World Cup. And the World Cup, that turned my head and said because up to that point, I thought he's this kind of like Conte that does everything, but I need the players to do a little bit better at passing than Conte in the final third. Because if you carrying the ball good progressively, I need you to be a better outcome in the final third. Kovacic was bad in it. Conte was bad at it. Mount is bad at it. Robin Loftus-Cheek was as bad at it. So call me crazy of having PTSD from that situation. That's why I actually wanted Caicedo in the first place. I wish I didn't say that he reminded me of Seedorf, because that situation is gonna hunt me back now, because he literally reminds me of Seedorf when I watched him in the World Cup. He's technical. You just need to go and see it, how he played in a higher position. And that's the sample that I needed from Caicedo, because on defensive skill, he's as good as Conte. On reading the defensive lines, he's on as good as Conte. Maybe not as great as Conte, but level-wise, he is. All I needed to see, it's the final third, because we're going to get into the position when we press the team against the will with the hand on the neck. And I need Caicedo to be creative enough. I don't want to be one-sided way like we always had.
I think, Alex, he showed that not last season, the season before. I think more under Potter, because I think last season he was a bit more reserved, a bit deeper. I think under Potter, when he was playing with Basuma,
not last season.
That was when we saw him being a lot further forward in and around the box. Not last season, the season before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Last season wasn't at Brighton, wasn't the sample that I got. I got from the World Cup. That's where I got the sample of Caicedo playing in a higher position.
That Ecuador team is decent, but he is the stalwart, the guy in that team. Yeah.
But I agree. Santos is the key. I saw him in the preseason. I saw him live.
Yeah.
That kid is special. I just don't think he's that ready for the Premier League. I think he's good and he can take his place. And again, for me, Caicedo is more important than Enzo. I always said it. For me, Caicedo was more important than Enzo. Even though I think we needed the both. I just look. How many times I keep saying I'm defensive-minded player. I will always read the defensive, because for me, the defense, I was looking for the midfield that does the job for the defensive side and help the defensive side. And Enzo was great, but I still need a defensive player to help the center backs, no matter what. And I think we did good if we're still gonna get him.
Oh, I think that's a done deal. Really
no more. Like I said in the beginning. Hello, Jester. My name is Alex. First time. Nice to meet you. I ain't doing the shit if, buts, and maybe. If I see shirt, remember me and Carlito said, you don't believe nobody. I was like, exactly. I don't believe no reporters no more. I want to see shirt. And that's when I said the deal is done.
Well, I don't think they got it wrong.
Somebody driving?
I don't think they got it wrong.
Yeah, can you not hear that? I can hear that background noise.
Yeah, like someone's driving.
Yeah, that's me.
Mute up, Moyo.
Moyo, somebody gave you driver's license?
Again, yeah. So they didn't get it wrong.
You went from the bicycle to the driver's license.
Your mom gave me lots of licenses.
It is what it is. But I just wanted to hop on to say my piece.
Oh, you get a massage today?
No, I just woke up, man. I slept in this morning.
I had to.
I didn't work today, so I was like snoozing. I was like, had drool come out of my mouth. The good sleep.
We had the overturned bus at middle of the night, and we had to go to the mass casualty potential, but it wasn't. It was for no fucking reason. Woke me up.
Wait, one thing, guys, on Kaisado. Is this bloody hell? What a day, fam. What a day.
It was a night, but if it's still shiny in your country, when it will. But go ahead.
But Caicedo's not gonna be registered for this weekend, so he ain't.
Yeah.
For me, all right. This is where I'm disagreeing with a couple people on this. I think I'm not. I think Lewis said it earlier on, and I can't remember who else said it. That we logged it out. For me personally, up to this point, I think that the owners have done pretty much what I would have done in that circumstance. A couple million pound, additional fee, top 5 on here, 10 on here, etc. Just play the slow game, okay? Because even if Liverpool would have outbid, let's say Liverpool come in today and I don't know, tomorrow outbid say 120. I don't want us to go in and say, okay, cool, 130, etc. Because we have to going forward hold ourselves respectable in the negotiation rooms. And for me, up to this point, we done pretty well. Going for Lavia, was it a good move? I think we rattled the cage going for Lavia personally. I think once we started going for Lavia, we kind of poked at a beast there. So overall, what a day! I'm excited to get Caicedo in. Fingers crossed we get all the dotted I's across the T's, etc. But personally, going forward, number one, I don't want to be negotiating with that club anymore. And secondly, we have to look for other options a lot sooner in terms of just like alternatives and be willing to leave the negotiation room. Because
we had alternatives. We signed alternatives.
No, alternatives on the same realm as Caicedo.
Name the alternative on the same level as Caicedo.
Savić Abdul-Samad at Lens. Ghanaian midfielder.
Wrong.
Yeah. No, I ain't doing this shit. It's are you guarantee him? Are you guarantee me that he will come into the team and hit straight as fast, good as a Kaisado?
I can't guarantee anything. What I'm saying when I give the suggestion of Savić Abdul-Samad, I'm saying someone who I think is very, very talented and could do a very good job.
You see,
at the level of a Caicedo, possible.
Exactly. The reason why I keep saying that it needs to be done now, it's because there's a possibility of the rules slightly change in the future, but the whole freaking thing. I think Manchester City is going to lose Pep Guardiola within a year or two.
Are you speaking this into existence, or are you just
I agree.
I didn't order nobody to go after him yet. I didn't pay nobody to go after him yet. It's a joke. I'm saying he's gonna leave. He's gonna go somewhere else to work. When he do that, I don't care who they hire is going to be deep. When that deep happening, I want Chelsea already be in that conversation of the Premier League. So we do not drop off. That's the whole situation with us. And I actually going to say thank you, Tadboli, for using that Arsenal excuse and the short time. If I want to do rebuild, I don't want to do rebuild like Kroenke does it. I want to do like Tadboli. So for that, Tadboli, thank you. That's all it is.
1 year.
Exactly. That's what, like, look, I'm not saying that, like, when I'm criticizing guy, it's like a kid. You slap with one hand and you send your good kid with another hand. You have to do both. If you criticize, you can just say that what things were done good.
Balance.
And that's the thing, exactly. And that's the thing that they did really good. Technically, we have a brand fucking new team within a year. Is that anybody? If we get Caicedo, we get a brand freaking new team within a year. Arsenal, remember the other players, William, Peter Cech, stopgaps.
Socrates, fucking Nacho Monreal, fucking.
Don't even get me started on Liverpool rebuild. They won one title in 30 years, and that rebuild took longer. Now we need another rebuild.
I was going to say, Alex, they almost had like their window after they won the Champions League is almost as bad as our window after we won the Champions League. They spent a combined total of I think about 7 million.
And they were championships.
Y'all have a blessed day.
Wait, Scott. Who's our window? What was our window after we won the Champions League?
After we won the Champions League, it was Saul and Lukaku. Their window after they won the Champions League was Vandenberg, a centre back who's yet to play for them, I think, or if he has, he's played like 2 games.
He gone.
Adrian.
He gone.
No, I think he's on loan somewhere. Oh, I don't think he's fully been sold. But him, Adrian, and someone else. That was their
It was so low key. I can't remember how. Sal Niguez, bro. That brother, yeah. And Lukaku. But what's happening with Lukaku anyway, bro?
You guys gave it a shot and Liverpool didn't. That's the difference.
Fuck knows, fuck cares what happens to Lukaku.
Yeah.
Block his
Get him gone, get him gone. Also, I'm so glad, by the way, I tried to say, I'm so glad I was muted earlier during that absolute drivel.
I knew you.
Bro, like, I was on a call, I was on a call selling something, and I just see his face pop up on the big screen. I'm like, I'm so glad I have to mute my laptop right now. So I just don't have to listen to any of that. Glorious.
Oh, fuck. Mad.
What a day. What a day.
By the way, I saw you. I was listening to you and never followed.
Oh. No more Steve's European players scouting for Chelsea. Send him to live chat. Why did man go for Steve?
That's just seems unnecessary.
No more Steve's European.
All the guys, like, you could kick me off, you could kick Alex off, and it would kind of make sense. Steve is just like...
That's peak, man.
That's like the second time now. What's up with
Steve? You know what's funny? People like going after me at the chat, but they don't actually remove me. So I think the people
Alex,
who go after me at the chat, they don't have their money. They don't.
You missed it last night, Alex. You missed it last night. It's the same thing, bro. I turned into you. I was going at the chat, and not one person there. I was fully expecting someone to finally boot me out. No one did. You had man like going at me for like my opinions. Like, boot me out, then, fam. Pay the money. You must not hate me that much if you can't be bothered to pay the money.
No, I'm saying just all.
Or you just love it, right? Or like Supreme said, you just kind of live for it and love it.
A little bit of chaos. A little bit of chaos.
Like,
but you know, but Scott, when you say pay the money, what do you mean by pay the money? Pay what Brighton won, or pay?
No. I'm talking.
He's talking about the chat.
On the
£20
screen,
for removing
like,
him.
Bro, I've had the amount of people. Oh, there we go. There we go. The amount of people, right, that have got me, Alex, like others, right, and not one of them.
It's been real, my
Oh, somebody actually got the freaking weekend wages, man. I'll see you guys later. Fuck you, Rams.
See, that does say Alex.
You're welcome, Lewis. You're welcome, Lewis. One of those days, I'm gonna put a percentage on you.
Yeah.
Aye, bro, you already got a free Chelsea shirt going your way.
See you guys. Bye.
Take care, brother. Take care. Big up to CNAC saying you're a favorite panelist. I was trying to say that too, but I hope he heard that. DK said, just saying all deals are held off, are on hold till Caicedo's done, as it should be at this point, as it should be. Big up Dag saying Fab's had a great window. To be fair, Fabrizio was the only one really saying there's everything booked, but it's not completely finished.
Yeah,
yet.
he was the one guy saying that like there's still a chance for Chelsea. Like Ornstein wrote us off. Like I saw it. Like we survived the Ornstein bomber. Like everyone, he wrote us off completely. Everyone else wrote us off, apart from like a couple of in the know guys, which I'll be completely honest, I just ain't listening to anymore. Like no disrespect or anything, but we've seen the problems that in the knows, quote unquote, can have. Fabrizio was the only one backing us, man.
I don't.
Gone up in my estimation a bit after this one. He was already like the second best one for me overall.
I feel like I can't lie with this and the whole Enzo stuff. I do feel like this and Enzo stuff. I feel like he has a little bit of a soft spot for Chelsea. It seems like maybe it's just me. It seems like he has a little bit of a soft spot for Chelsea.
Nah, we just hit. Do you know what it is? Yeah, it's just that we hear him more because our club's buying and selling a bag of man, so we hear from him all the time. We give him a lot of work to do. You know, he gets like a lot of promotion out there because we're just giving him more information to roll off. Compared to the other clubs with 1 or 2 transfers in and out, we've got like about 10 man in, about 5 man out. Like, it's an absolute madness. But
we're making him money, right?
Yeah, we're making Fab like.
Fabricio's looking.
Alex yelling, Klopp crying, Kopish in shock. Everybody's been in shock. Goem said Diet and Golo, 120 million. Mudding inbred Scousers, priceless. Facts. CNAC saying Jesters come with that Texas style barbecue. What a pipe bomb. One sec, Carlito. One sec, bro. Says Santos and Enzo is worse than our midfield last season of Kovacic, and Enzo. Santos is closer to Lavia than he is to Caicedo. Bro, I think you forgot how shit Kobe was last season.
Kobe didn't even want to play for us. What
He
the
was
fuck
terrible.
I think people forget how
Did we even
Santos
have a
played during the
midfield?
World Cup. I think people forgot how Santos played during like the championships, at South American Championships. Like, he was a lot higher.
He's gonna be a great player. He just needs the experience.
It's not even that. I just think more than anything, he doesn't need that pressure on him. He doesn't need people expecting him to become the second coming of like Kaká or something.
That's
Lewis,
why
how
players
we
never.
doing?
That's why players never develop here like that, because the pressure
Yeah,
is too
right.
heat on them too early. I mean,
Lewis,
it is Chelsea at the
Lewis,
same
my
time,
guy. Lewis, how we doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. We're doing good. What are you saying?
Well, a couple things. I want to say, number one, to a majority of the fan base, which is basically 95% of you guys, last night that were absolutely disparaging this club from the window to the wall, shitting on the ownership, shitting on the directors, shitting on the direction, shitting on the scouting, shitting on the fucking badge, shitting on our summer. To
Thank
all of
you,
you
thank
people,
you.
to all of you people, fuck you. Fuck you.
Preach.
You do not get to shit on this club just because we didn't get one player. By the way, motherfucker, we got him. You didn't allow them to retort. Samuel L. Jackson, Pulp Fiction, allow me to retort. Well, guess what? We were allowed to retort. But y'all dickheads didn't give us any poise, any patience, any time. No. Instead, you just decided to be a bunch of whiny little bitches and complain, we didn't get our target. Ugh. You guys are, you're all fucking children. It's why I don't respect you. You guys shit on me for being mean to you. You guys shit on me for being an asshole to this fan base. It's because they don't deserve respect. You guys are all idiots. You did not allow us to retort. Well, guess what? When we did it with the fury of 1,000 fucking suns, because that's what we do, dog. We steal players.
Dog.
Liverpool's players. And in the words of the almighty Lewis Carefree Lewis G, hold that. Hold that, Liverpool. Klopp with his dickhead neckbeard this morning. I'm on good authority that we got Caicedo.
You know what it is,
Fuck
yeah?
you,
You know what it
Klopp.
is?
Fuck you.
Guys, you know what it is? I can't wait for the post-match conference when Caicedo is ours, and then they ask Klopp, like, what's up now?
He's a $100 million player. I can't be in a world where people do that. I retract my previous statement. $100 million player. I don't want to coach in that world anymore. This guy is so full of shit. He's bursting at the seams. It's been an unbelievable 8 hours. I only wanted to come on for 2 minutes, but I just wanted to say to everybody that shit on this club last night, to everybody that said that we have been let down by this club, to all of you people, shame
we
on
gotta
you.
kick out.
Shame on you. Shame on you. You suck. You suck. The whole time I am Chelsea first. Players come, players go. But any of you guys that shit on this club, you suck. Good.
Wow.
Bro, that's up there. Can I just say that's up there? That's up there. I just want to say that's up there in terms of speed with like the Nathaniel kickouts back in the day and like Klazrev kickouts and Pofu Doku
That guy
kickouts.
didn't even get 3 minutes.
My guys,
Yeah, you let him waffle for a long.
Nathaniel and Klazrev. Wow.
Do you know what it is? Do you know when the player comes on like last minute, yeah, like for the last 30 seconds? That's
Bro, it's that Batshuayi, bro.
Yeah, that Batshuayi, yeah.
It's like the shit guy finally scored.
You get subbed on and then you just get subbed on straight away. It's peak. But
that shit was waffle.
no, that's. But all in all, like, to be fair, like the club have done the right thing ultimately in this circumstance. In terms of just general, just the time frame, just in general. Going forward, I do not want to deal with Brighton anymore. I'm sorry.
I think we're
don't
cleaning
want
up
to do with
after
them
our
cunts
mistakes,
anymore.
though. I think we're cleaning up after our mistakes. We let this happen, though.
I was going to say, I think that's
No,
the thing.
We 100% let this happen, bro.
We let this happen. I think that's the thing. I think some of what was said last night by me and by others, I think there is some truth to it, and I think there is some like credibility to it. It's just the time, and it's just in the manner of which you say things. I think the question marks are like me and Alex have a particular over Win Stanley going forward. I think is valid and fair, and I think a lot of people are going to have the same criticisms or kind of questions about him going forward when it comes to these deals. I'll be completely honest. this is why we needed someone like Edwards or Mitchell in, because they should be the one handling these types of deals more than he, because he's not used to these types of deals, and it shows.
Wait, Scott, just a quick question to you on that one, yeah. In terms of this deal, this Caicedo deal, let's just say it gets over the line, let's say next week. What do you think were the biggest mistakes in this process overall?
I'll say the biggest thing for me, the biggest mistake for me is how long it took, crumbling at the end. Because if you had a mantra of we're not overpaying for players, then you should never have gone above 80 mil ever, because that's what he originally was before the Rice deal. So you should never have gone above 80 mil, and you crumbled at the end. You crumbled at the end instead of sticking to your guns. And if you were going to pay the 100 mil, which we have, if we end up buying him, right, so like 110, right? If we end up buying him, or it'll be 100 plus. I see we're trying to get players involved, whatever it is. It's going to end up being in terms of total value around 110, whether that players include or whatever. So you've ended up paying more than what he was worth, and end up just paying the money that you could have paid a month ago, 3 months ago.
Is that mainly on them, or is that more so on Brighton stand tall and doing everything they could?
But we know, though, we've got fleeced by Brighton before.
I was going to say, but this is the thing. There are certain clubs. There are certain clubs where this is precedent. Same with like Dortmund, right? Dortmund showed precedence for both, with like Sancho, for example, with Haaland. They've shown precedence that they are willing to lose money on players to keep them an extra year to try and do something. They did that with Sancho. They lost out on money on him. They lost out on money on Haaland to basically keep him a bit longer. Like Brighton showed last season with Cucurella. There is precedence. They will get the whole money they want, or my guy isn't moving if it's a key player. So there is precedence. So you knew, especially after the Rice deal, by the way, you knew, cool, it's 100 mil or nothing at this point, because Rice moved for that money and they see Caicedo on that level. Whether he is or not remains to be seen, but they see him on that level.
And so Scott,
so like that's also one of the things that I find just a bit comical more than anything. I'm not going to say it's embarrassing. I'm not going to say it's stupid. I'm not going to question it. Like, I just find it a bit comical. Is that whole bidding where it's like we're just raising it by 5 mil every time? It's like you're playing Football Manager. Like, you're just trying to raise it 5 mil every time to try and agree a deal.
It's almost disrespectful in a way too, because it's like, all right, we have a price tag in the budget.
The other thing as well. I understand. Javi. The only thing as well, the other thing is the fact that the news came out at the start of this deal saying we don't want to do this bidding a million times.
That's what I was about to bring up.
And we're doing a lot of verbal talking because we want to verbally agree a deal and then just put the one bid in, and then we completely went against that.
Like, so you see, if we were in a place where we had our midfielders and we didn't really need cover there, we can afford to do this. But Brighton they didn't really have no reason to sell to us instantly. They could drag this out. They don't really care. They're happy to keep Caicedo. They would find a solution. But we need a midfielder. We need it urgently. So we're waiting until, come on, a person like Caicedo's level, you think someone's not gonna come in for him? Like we were kind of hoping on the fact that he was only talking to us, and then we reacted to that bid.
Look, we're in this whole process. Okay, first of all, I agree with what you're saying with regards to just the price, Scott. Yes, I personally believe that we should have stick to a certain price and maybe just gone a little bit ahead of it. But after that, just left the negotiation room. But at the same time, the timing of it in terms of how long it took, that to me, I would disagree with you, because personally on that aspect, it's tough because a couple of weeks left to the window closes, and if Brighton are not going to lower their prices, then towards the back end, towards like maybe the last week, they know that the player wants to go, the player wants to leave. They always have to get rid of him. A bit like Kane and Tottenham, they got no choice but to just get rid of him. If they keep him for one more season, firstly, the morale of the team is not going to be as high as it can be. And secondly, the performances of the players is not going to be as good.
We're not in a position to wait.
The thing I would say, though, is what you said is also a negative in this as well. It's like we're now at the part of the window where teams get desperate. We're getting to the stage of the window where certain teams, if they need an area to pitch, like we just seen with Liverpool, they are that desperate. They need a midfielder. They just thought, fuck it, we'll just do
that. That was a desperate bid. Yeah,
and that's and even if buying thing, right? I don't know how true it was. I don't know whether there's any legitimacy to that. But say there's a little bit of legitimacy to that. That's because they're getting desperate because they think they need someone in that position, right? It's like the Kane thing. They've just paid that money because they're desperate to get someone in that position because they haven't got a striker. Like, when you get to this stage,
they was watching us too.
Teams start getting desperate. Teams start getting a little bit desperate. They start paying a little bit more because they just need that player at this point, especially if it's for a big hole. And that's
it's not
the
always,
thing.
on that one. It's not only the buying club; it's also the selling club. The selling club know that they've got a bid on the table for that amount of money, and the player or the club. Let's just say we went in for, I don't know, Kimmich or Tuchemini or another one. We slapped in a good bid, or let's say we agreed personal terms with these two other players. Brighton know that, listen, if you do not sell this guy, ultimately the club's going to go. In 1 year time, we don't know. Things can change drastically. You know how football is. The player could just not put in a good performance. He's 1 year left. He's desperate to leave. The price could be lower than it is now. So this is why I personally believe that the only criticism I have is that we did not go for hard enough for high-level alternatives, and we put way too much emphasis on this one. It's kind of like a negotiation tactic. I'm not happy that. Well, I'm happy that we didn't pay the whole 100 mil sooner, personally, because what happens going forward?
Poch, though. You're kind of ignoring Poch's needs because Poch wants someone. I don't think he's saying just experience. He wants PL experience. And who's the best in that position for the time being is Caicedo. And teams are watching us. I think the fact that teams didn't go in because they're pretty much sure that he was coming to Chelsea. They had their, like, I saw reports of saying, yeah, like, they're not even going to attempt because he has his mind set on Chelsea. But now they see that we're kind of like dragging our feet on it. They went in and said, look, and now it's forcing us to react to that. You know what I mean? Like, Poch probably wants this guy. Like, he sees that his number one target. Go get him his target. Set him up for the seat. Like, I don't care what nobody says. A lot of people will want to wait to the end of the transfer market. We need to start on the right foot. We can't afford to be struggling starting. Like, we need to have like a clean, like, set us up in the best possible. This was a reaction.
They still don't want to lose the negotiation, so they
but we gotta understand we're still getting to the point where we can do that. Once we have like this Caicedo and we have our team ready, now we could rely on getting those cheap, like the Jacksons. Now we can rely. We don't really need Caicedo like that. It's not urgent. You could play your game. We giving out that money, but we need it. And Brighton knows Brighton is playing off the fact that we need a Caicedo. They 100% know, and they. I feel like if they let it drag out to like September, the end of the transfer, they probably would have caved in. Like, all right, cool, 90. But now it's like, all right, Liverpool. I 100% believe this was a reactive off that Lavia. They said, all right, cool.
Yeah.
We went in for Lavia. They used Liverpool. I'm telling you, like, yo, all right, they went in for Lavia. Come.
Yeah.
What makes me think about that even more is what we spoke about earlier, the fact that they haven't even spoken to the player. They hadn't even spoken to the player yet, which means this was a knee-jerk reaction. This was like an instinctive thing, which makes me think that there is some level of truth to the fact that I don't know how much, but that bid for Lavia, I think, made them kind of just go, fuck it. Like, we'll go all in on Caicedo.
Yeah,
and they didn't speak to him. Now they look crazy because he rejected them.
Yeah.
For me, going forward, number one, don't. Okay, yes, we're paying 110. If we paid 100 more to begin with, it would have been cheaper for us. But we did. But it's kind of like the ruling of this circumstance. Going forward, you know that teams know that we're not going to just fold at the first hurdle in the negotiation room, and teams know that we must be happy to walk away. And if we keep sticking to these deals and keep logging it out, we're going to get a reputation knowing that teams will be like, okay, they really want the player.
I think
what's your name, bro?
OTC.
I think after this and the Enzo transfer, I truly believe that we'll have a reputation of a club that's willing to get into a bidding war.
And Mudryk as well, yeah.
I fully think that clubs can now look at Chelsea and go, if we can get them to, they'll enter a bidding war for a player.
Scott, you know why I kind of disagree? For now, but I feel like they're setting themselves up to find, like, they're gonna get Caicedo before he goes to Brighton. Like, we're setting up the director.
I'm hoping that is what they do. I get it.
Yeah.
I think this has been this whole transfer. If we get him, has like, thankfully, if we get him, we'll have got him. I think we got lucky in terms of the whole business and in terms of it could have ended where we didn't. But if we get him, that's good. I just think we need to stop doing this. Like,
and then
I'm calm with pulling out of the deals for these type of players. If you feel like your valuation, if you feel like he's above your valuation and going for someone else, if you have alternative targets, because that's the one thing I've said from the beginning when it comes to the talent idea of these guys in terms of the scouts, it's A1. Like, I can't complain on any of the apart from. I don't even think actually there's anyone that I can complain about of the guys they brought in the incoming transfers.
Look at this, Scott.
There's a single player. So, like, when it comes to looking at alternatives, I have faith that they can go and find someone that I don't really know, that I'm a bit unsure about. But hey, because they want him and how good their talent is, I need to trust that. Sorry, Sanchez is the only one. There is one.
Scott.
And so but if sorry, Javi, just before you, like, if this is what's going to happen next season, say for example we're going to go for a striker, right? We decide we're going to go for a striker, and we want Osimhen, and our evaluation of him is 100 mil, and they go 140. You spend a month negotiating. If they're not budging on 140 after a month, you go away, you leave.
Bro,
none of this waiting 3 months for this nonsense. Like, none of this.
As well, yeah. One thing
I wanted to
players like Osimhen. There's always going to be a bidding war. It's never going to be straightforward, innit?
Yeah, Scott, I wanted, like, the reason why I was trying to talk, because I wanted to catch your point too. Like, look, you talked about the signings. Like, look at Badiashile. We didn't pay over the odds. I think the Sassi we got for a good price. I know Enzo was like that one-off, but I think we got these guys. Now we got our system in place. We're getting these guys for a good price. I think we're just still struggling. We were still kind of in a rebuild in a way, and we messed up our summer with the Tuchel thing. We're kind of still recovering from that, and our midfield has still not been built yet. So we kind of still have to, give a little right now to gain some more in the future. I think they are setting up that model, because I think if we had 100% Louis Stort, right, and we had these owners, Tchouaméni would have been here, bro. For 40 minutes, Tchouaméni would have been here. If we had the same plan, he would have been here.
We should have, honestly, personally, we should have, on principle, left the negotiation for Caicedo a long time ago. Or just on pure principle, we should have just left at the point that they rejected. Was it 90 mil? At that point, we probably should have left. I'm happy with the player, but the negotiations were, I'll be honest, like, it was good up to a point, and then after that, like the 110, all of that last 24 hours, yeah, we going forward, we can't do this anymore. That's the last time we got to do this.
I can't lie. I think once you're at the point where you hit 90, and then that was not that long ago. I think you're at the point where it's like you kind of might as well pay the difference at this point. I think the moment we should have stepped out is when they said is after the Rice transfer. That's the moment we should have stepped out, when they said, "Okay, we want 100 mil now." That's the moment when we should have gone, "Nope." If we were going to pull out, I mean,
100 mil.
Do you know what it is? I feel like if there were other alternatives on the market, then maybe we would have stepped out. But Caicedo,
big up Harry, my guy.
Long time, Harry.
Jeez.
Wait, just a quick question. If we had offered 110 mil
2 times, Tchouaméni would have came.
Tchouaméni would have came. Less than that, you would have got Kimmich, and probably, and this is a reach, if you put in 100 mil for, let's say, a Rodri, you probably will get him and all. Probably.
I doubt it, man. I doubt it. Rodri.
It's a tough ask.
You see that?
Tchouaméni, definitely.
OTC, you see, Tchouaméni probably, it'll be hard. It'll probably be hard with Tchouaméni now, because I feel like he wants to prove his worth at Real Madrid. But, like, say when we had the chance to go in for him when he was at Monaco, right now with Lewin Stort have those connections with Monaco. Look at, we got Disassi, we got Badiashile. I don't think it'll be too hard to get him, Tchouaméni, and we wouldn't be like, damn, we're sweating over this position now, and it would give us more leverage. All right, we got a DM already. We want Caicedo, but yeah, we're not really out of a hole. You know what I mean? Like, now we're like, yo, we got a hole, and we need to patch this. Adrian, we're talking about Tchouaméni when he was at Monaco. Like, come on, man. I'm talking about Tchouaméni when he was at Monaco.
Rodri just finished winning the treble. He's not gonna leave that to join Chelsea. They're not even in the Champions League.
Yeah, no, I don't. Unless you're Sterling, I don't think they're gonna come to Chelsea right now. Maybe, I don't know. I say that, but the right price, I think like Alvarez, we could get an Alvarez if we tempt him, or Foden if we tempt him. Yeah, but I don't think Rodri because he's their DM, like he's their main DM, and they're not gonna let Gundogan go and these guys go and lose out Rodri. Now they have to go back in the market.
I mean, they're getting Paqueta.
Beans on toast after that news.
Hey,
Yeah,
good week tonight, man.
This says the owners are building a core we lacked for years. I'm seeing the vision again. We just need a midfield for that. Like,
yeah, the vision is there.
A lot more positive.
I will say, like, depending on. Actually, go ahead, Fata.
I was going to say the execution, I think, still kind of like, not that great yet, but it's a bit slow execution from the board at the moment. That's my thoughts about it.
All of Liverpool came in.
They were surprised. Yeah, exactly. Liverpool took them by surprise, man. It wasn't expected.
I will say as well, I think in regards to the moves we've made, just in general, if we get Caicedo, like bar the goalkeeper position, I think that's our spine finally sorted. Obviously, it depends on how Jackson hits, but that could be, bar the goalkeeper, our spine finally sorted. After how long?
Got it. You guys saw the Nkuku news?
On this deal.
And that's why I think, obviously, I know some people disagree or think it's too much, but that's why I think I'm glad we paid the money, and I'm glad we're getting him if we're getting him, because like I think of not just the player, but the importance of him to the team. Like,
it's just not my money at this point.
Outweighs the like need for how much it's going to be.
Yeah, right now to me it's like this. I value the player more, so I don't really care if you have to.
Cooper out till January. Damn.
Again, might not look good on us, but getting Caicedo will look better.
And trust me, when he starts performing, the price tag's slowly gonna fade.
Exactly.
It's when like Enzo. No one really talks about his price tag.
And look how Enzo was playing in a shit system. But you could tell that he has the talent. And once he's applying with the right talent around him, you know.
I think what cracks me up though, like I think it's just the hypocrisy of football fans, because like everyone's talking about how we shouldn't be doing Caicedo, we shouldn't be doing this, he's too expensive, whatnot, and like that's fair, he is, but in this market, that's what he's going to cost. And look at what Man City are willing to pay for Paqueta, and I like Paqueta, but go look at what they're willing to pay for him. Like the same
that's crazy, bro.
When he hasn't had as good a season as Caicedo did last season, but no one's really questioning it as much. Like there's some questions, but no one's really questioning it as much because it's Pep. You can see the vision because it's Pep, and you allow it because it's Pep, and you see what he did with Grealish. It's Pep, so it's calm. So it's calm for that situation because it's Pep, but it's not calm in this situation.
Fabrizio got hit with the community notes. Oh no!
What? But then he beat those community notes.
Follow Chelsea on Instagram. Incorrect. Follow Chelsea for months.
Yeah, no, that's a mistake on him. He should have known that. Like, we all knew Caicedo was following Chelsea for a long time.
That's mad.
He's just trying to get his Twitter ad revenue up.
Bro, he's low-key a Chelsea fan.
Yeah. I get. That's why I thought he didn't drop a "Here we go." I thought he was just waiting.
He makes the most money off Chelsea.
Exactly. Like the amount of news that comes out of Chelsea.
And he's the only, like, I feel like he be explaining to us. Like, he takes the time out to be like, yo, guys, listen, this is how it is. Like,
fans be harassing that, man.
Yeah, our fan base is the most reactional as well.
All fan bases are reactionary. It's like I said earlier, fan bases and people are they're emotional, they're human. Like when stuff like this happens, when you're that invested in like your football team, which most football fans are, especially like younger guys, like stuff like this kind of hurts. So you get emotional about this stuff. Something you probably shouldn't, and that just comes with maturity.
Yeah, you got to understand it's a business first. At the end of the day.
And Scott, look, there's a reason why you're invested in watching your team, taking time out of your day. If you didn't care about it, you wouldn't be watching. If you're not invested,
exactly, bro. It's like last season, bro. I couldn't give a fuck about watching my team. I skipped games because I couldn't give a fuck. Because I'd rather watch other football because I didn't care. Like there was no point. Like it got to a point in the season where I just didn't give a fuck. And I just did not care in the slightest. I couldn't care whether we won, lost, draw, what happened, anything. Because I was disconnected with the team. And it's like now I'm back in a spot where I'm connected with the team and I'm wanting to do well and I'm invested 100%. And it's just
I feel like you care a lot though. Like no offense, like you care. No, listen, you care a lot, but you don't want them to affect your mood or you affect your day. So you just say fuck off. Like, you know what I mean? The best thing to do is ignore it. Like you care in a way, it's subconsciously. You know what I mean? You care in your football club, bro. You support it. You know what I mean? like I understand your method of doing it. Like I'm more of a like suffer. I'll rather still watch because it's the hope that kills. You know, you just knew. You just straight up about it. Yeah, fuck this shit. You're not gonna let it bother you in your time. You know.
Can't lie, I think towards the end of the scene, like the last 5 games, I stopped watching.
Nah, I was watching.
Bro, there was. Do you not remember that stream? I don't know if you saw it. There was a stream. I hopped on. It was the Champions League game, and I watched the Napoli AC Milan game instead of Chelsea. I refused to watch it. And I heard, didn't we concede? And I just started laughing. I think we conceded.
Yeah.
And I just
You knew
laughing.
it was coming, right, Scott? You probably
It
knew.
wasn't even that, bro. It wasn't even I knew it was coming. It was I just didn't care, bro. It was just funny to me. It was just funny. Like I just didn't care.
You know what's funny? Now that I know what I know,
a lot to everyone.
I went back, right, and I watched some of the games, and now I know like some players didn't want to be there. Like I know sometimes it's hard to see. I could literally see these players not trying.
Even
like,
Kovacic did not want to be here whatsoever.
I think
Mount, Havertz, fucking Mendy. Who else?
I kept a kid.
Pulisic, Ziyech.
Most of the squad. Yeah. Like that was like I think that's the first time in like since I've been supporting Chelsea that I fully checked out. Like even under Sarri when I was getting pissed off, like when we were doing the stuff with 100% dickhead. Like even under there, I got pissed off at times and I was getting annoyed with the football. I didn't disconnect with the club. Last season I fully checked out, disconnected everything. Couldn't give a fuck.
I was just going to games for vibes, just chill with some people, go out afterwards. Have to watch a shit game in the middle of it, but whatever.
Yeah, but we should definitely be better than last season.
Like, when Sandy hasn't been removed from negotiations, but the Chelsea owners are now taking accountability and are across every second of this Caicedo deal.
It's like they have to hold his hand.
You're saying they haven't done anything, but they've decided to wake up. That's what it sounds like the tune he's trying to make.
It's like me at my job, right? I'm in here for like 3-6 months. Obviously, they're gonna look over a probation period, but after a while, you gotta handle some stuff on your own, my guy. Like I'm not saying fire the guy, but come on now.
Yeah,
you can't have my last chance saloon.
Basically, I'm doing your job for you. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna be real. Do you know what the issue is for me? It's like I want to give him a final chance, but I think about it and go, well, go and look who's out there right now in terms of who could replace you at your job and would be, no offense, a lot better. Michael Edwards is not doing anything right now. He's chilling on beaches across the world. Like, look at what Villa just did. Villa just managed to get Monchi. Like, I know he's dropped off a little bit from his time at Roma, but I still think he's a quality sporting director. You've got what's his name, the other one that's free at the moment that we mentioned earlier. He's in a job at Mitchell, for example. Like Monaco are a bit of a mess. Like you go and get him. You've got Campos. I don't know if he still wants to be at PSG. Like that seems to be ever changing. Like you've got these guys that for me are so much better at their job. It's almost like I understand giving a second chance, but you fucked up twice on arguably two of the biggest transfers that this club needed, that this team needed, and like the level of player as well. It's not like if he'd have fucked up the Mudryk transfer, for example, no one's caring. No one's giving a fuck. No one is caring. It's annoying, but no one's really caring. Like you managed to fuck up two quality players in a position of massive need for us and has been for like 5-6 years. Like, or nearly fucked up, I should say. But like
nearly.
Yeah, I think Edwards is going to be the one to come in, probably maybe by the end of the season. Or
I'm surprised he's not in a job.
Or maybe Campos from PSG.
Yeah, he's taking a big garden lead.
I thought he only wanted like a year out of football, but no, he's taking like 3 years.
But it may be bad, Scott, because he's looking at Vivelli. He's like, all right, these guys probably don't know what they're doing over there. You know what I mean?
I thought we was waiting on him or something like that.
That was the main guy that they wanted. They went after him the summer after the summer he left, I think, or the summer after he left. But he said he was interested by the project, but it wasn't the right time, I think was the reporting that came out. But like he's always been their number one basically since the start.
He's probably looking and preying how it's gonna go. These guys probably really know what they're doing. You don't think that Vivell thing probably hurts their chances a little bit?
Bro, it's mad. We still haven't heard from this Ornstein guy.
Scott, you heard?
He hasn't said anything since.
Now, I was like, do you think Edwards is looking at this Vivell thing and probably look like taking a step back real quick? He's like,
I don't know, because like that sort of thing can just happen sometimes. Like, look at what's happening at West Ham, for example. Like, there were reports of there being like frictions between the guy who literally just joined at Moyes because of lack of signings. So this can sometimes happen. Sometimes the it doesn't quite click. It doesn't quite like mesh together. And just because Vivell ended badly, that's not to necessarily say that Edwards is going to look at it and go, "Oh, that's never going to end well." Because, bro, he worked with Jurgen Klopp for like what 2 years.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not saying it's a hard no.
No, I know, but you know what I mean. Like, he worked with Jurgen Klopp, and we know and we've seen and we've heard about how much of a pain he was to work with when it comes to transfers.
Yeah,
so, like he's worked with that, and with FSG. I feel like these guys are easier to work with, and especially if Poch is here, he's an easier guy to work with than Klopp is.
Yo, I don't know. Don't quote me on this, but I think the year that Poch took Tottenham to the Champions League, he got 0 incomings that summer.
Yeah, no, I think that's true. Yeah. There was one summer where they did have literally no incomings. I can't remember if it was that season or the season after or something. But there was.
You see, like that's when I looked at that Tottenham thing and I was like, damn, that he might like. It's a good minute, like you know what I mean? Because I thought he got incomings, and you know that championship run was kind of like that Real Madrid run that they did, but they didn't win the final where they came back against Ajax.
I think they bottled the finals in the first minute. There was like a penalty.
Yeah, that was dodgy though. It was Liverpool for you, but and then, if you remember that game, I think Tottenham like played better. It was dead. That was one of the worst finals.
They played better. They conceded early.
People love to like whenever we're in finals, they be like, "Oh, it's the worst finals" because they hate Chelsea and they're just dick riding. But that final, I think, was one of the worst.
Yeah, that's a terrible final. That's an absolute
final was horrible.
And it's not like the thing is, it wasn't because like you can have finals because like that was a one-sided final, but it was a dead one-sided final. Like it was just boring as shit. Because like you can have for example I think I remember the Liverpool Real Madrid final being like fairly one-sided, and that was entertaining.
Yeah,
that was entertaining to watch.
Bro, our final was quite entertaining as well.
Yeah, it was.
Like our defensive structure was insane. What Kante was doing was mad.
Because it's like you're watching a breakdown. It's like City are they're coming out attacking, and then we're counteracting that, and we have chances. Like even the beginning of the game, like when Werner's missing like 2 good chances at the beginning. Like I wanted to kill him. Like
yeah,
my patience for him was gone. I was like, not today, not today. Wake up.
And my car had broke. I was supposed to go wash that. My car broke down too. I was like, fuck now.
What a night though.
But Prem is back, man.
Prem is back, and we're going to be doing a Burnley versus City watch along. The stream's already been set. I'd redirected there, but I promised Hussam I was going to redirect to his channel. So everyone head over there.
What time is the game?
The game's at 8 o'clock. Probably going to go live at 7. So stay tuned. Yeah. Watch alongs. We're going to be doing more rival club watch alongs. So more streams on the channel. Hopefully we get some Caicedo updates in that time. Please.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys at 7. Big up my people. Take care. Bless. Up the